Alright, here we are. Welcome back, everyone. Kobold Kingmaker level 6. No, not level 6, but episode 6, certainly. We'll get to level 6 eventually. But with that being said, I have, well, just had some wisdom teeth stuff going on, so that happened early in the week, so it's not really a big issue. But I was wanting to make a YouTube video. Didn't happen. So we'll have to wait until next week or something like that. Either way, we always have this, so that being said, who wants to do the recap this week for your extra hero point?
I can hit it this time.
Sure.
So we started this session at a fallen temple to Aristil, and we determined that there was nothing more that we could do for it at the time because we had just fought off two bears, one of which was clearly more than just a bear and very much cursed. Well, we made a note to look into it again once this day was just dealt with. So we went back to Oleg's trading post, where there was this guy, this priest of Aristil, and he revealed that the temple was cursed by the actions of its late clergy and wanted to reconsecrate the temple. He wanted our help, but figured that it's something that we should worry about once we're a little more established with ourselves. And he may also be able to provide services as an advisor in the future, so that's pretty nice. We gave our moon radishes to Svetlana. She paid us and cooked us up some soup and gave us some to go. We couldn't find her ring, so we're still looking for that around the Gremlins. In the meantime, they also told us about a bounty notice for Sootscale. Wow, why is this hard? Sootscale Kobolds? My goodness. Somewhere in caves somewhere. We'll have to keep that in mind. Maybe we can form some kind of an alliance or peace with them. But we also have to keep in mind Yarm's loyalty. So we'll see what we can do. In the meantime, we found a vein of gold and journeyed to a large sycamore tree, kind of where we believed the gremlins to be, and sure enough they were, in a dugout tunnel under the roots. We went inside and were pretty much immediately attacked, and they'd been torturing some Sootscale kobolds of their own. Deeper inside, one of them we managed to save, thankfully. But we slew a lot of the gremlins, and just when we thought that we were good to explore further, we were ambushed by a giant centipede with a couple of little ones. We took them out, but we were injured pretty badly, so we withdrew to make camp and try again the next day.
So as you guys withdrew, you took a bit of a walk away from the tree to make sure that the gremlins didn't follow. You had also saved Mikmek, the Sootscale kobold, from that torture from those gremlins, and they've been tagging along as well. They told you about Old Sharptooth and how the gremlins had a statue of Old Sharptooth, and they want to bring it back to the tribe.
And
So
it's also not very likely we'll find Svetlana's ring here, considering it was taken by bandits and not, gremlins.
So, it's a trail. It was first taken by bandits. Then those bandits told you that gremlins took it. And you're here seemingly, seeing if there is that ring here. But something tells you perhaps it's not going to be that easy now that you're following this trail of breadcrumbs to find this ring. Either way, as a new day begins in the Stolen Lands, a place that is supposed to be your home, your kingdom, or whatever else government you might have, you see up, sort of at the sycamore tree, this massive tree, double the size of a redwood, with the rays of the sunlight sort of casting through it in the early morning hours. What do you guys do from here?
Well, first of all, Yarm attaches an Albert Claw on the Mambale and the cold iron hatchet that Kiva is using, and then also poisons them as well.
Do I get poisoned weapons?
Yes. How many weapons do you have?
Thank you. 2. Well, I'm really only using 2.
Okay. Let's do it, and then one for the cold iron hatchet as well.
Alright,
Thank
2 and 1
you.
for the poisons, and then you said 1 owlbear claw each for them as well?
Yep.
Alrighty. So once we get back into scenes, we'll be able to add those. Speaking of which, do you guys head back into the tree?
First of all, Yarn pulls Micmac aside and asks, you, Micmac,
I-
do you follow Chief Sootscale or the purple one?
I didn't want to make a choice, but Chief Sootscale is not killing bad kobolds, so I don't know if I would be made bad kobold. So I think Chief Sootscale is better.
Okay, good, good. Begin. This one's good. Everybody.
Okay, yes, I am. I'm good kobold.
Glad we could establish that after we saved him. Might have been safer to establish it before, removing his restraints.
Oh, what? Are you intimidated by that little guy?
You see what Jar and I can do. Are you sure you shouldn't be afraid of him?
I'm not sure if I'd call your jargon intimidating.
He ran away from that fight really fast. I'm not very intimidated by him.
You almost died. What am I supposed to do?
Obviously, stick around to cheer us on. Obviously, with a little moral support, we would have done this easily.
You could have been bait.
More like what you could do very well is stand watch and alert us if there's any potential danger coming from behind. We don't have our eyes.
Okay. Will do. Now we go get old Sharptooth.
Yes, you're getting sharp teeth.
Alright.
I guess so.
So with that being said, I
Back
will
until the reach.
Into the tree.
bring you guys back in where you guys had left off, which, well, not where you left off, actually. We're going to put you right back at the start here. So I'm going to change the scene right now.
Hate centipedes.
So-
Would
Does
I
anyone have a lot
really
of
healed?
molten? Does anyone possibly have a lot of molten iron we can like pour down this tunnel and make a sort of ant cast while also not having to deal with the gremlins?
That's not a good idea.
Parent, am I missing you?
Yeah, you deleted me.
Oh, whoops.
Also, all of you should heal yourselves.
Yeah.
Would I lose my wounded condition?
Yes, you would. Because over the time of a rest, you can also, well, treat
Oh, yeah.
wounds over time and, you know, restore all that.
Can I collect the spike snare I set at the entrance at the end of the last session?
Oh, yeah, as you mentioned that, it looks like one of the gremlins has suffered a fate from that spike snare. Killing it, in fact.
Wait, you set up a trap in here as we left.
Yes, that ought to teach them
That's
to
fine,
follow
yeah.
it.
Oh, you're a crafty little man.
I am a kobold.
Was there something else over on this other side?
There was another tunnel leading that way as well.
Perhaps we should take a look over there.
Alrighty.
What if there's more centipedes over there, though?
Then they
Oh.
won't be ambushing us from behind, will they?
Maybe clear them out now before they ambush us from behind, as they said.
I have a torch lit as I go down. A torch and a hand free and ready for the hatchet.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right behind him with my shield and Mangosh.
Can I scout from behind? It's
Wait,
kinda-
why do I have clumsy?
So, you remember that anyone who is a medium-sized creature is clumsy in these sort of tight tunnels and roots that sort of snag your clothes and stuff like that.
Okay.
So yeah,
Is it
Kiba,
only in the tunnels, or is it like?
it's everywhere in the Sycamore, yeah. But it's only for medium creatures, so you don't have to worry about it. But that being said, with Kiba sort of leading the charge, torch in hand, axe in the other, sort of cutting away every so often at roots that would block his path. Yes, you can move to the right there. It should be able to, yeah, show you the way.
Okay, to the right.
Hmm. The rest of your allies follow.
Kiba slows down dramatically as he starts getting a little further,
That's
and
right.
kind of holds up his sword hand. There's like a halt.
As you halt there, you see a room in front of you that has this wet-looking floor of a large cavern. It's crisscrossed by several shallow trenches, each containing trickles of putrid fluid. 6 foul mounds of compost and dung lie heaped about the room, each studded with small spherical eggs.
Oh, I don't like that one bit.
Yarm
No.
tries to squint at the eggs and maybe to possibly divine what they might be.
Do gremlins lay eggs?
Roll me a nature check, Yarm. Parent, you can stack through, so if you want to see through.
They're either gremlin eggs or centipede eggs. That's my guess.
Is there room theoretically for Kiba to move 5 feet forward to the right?
Yeah, so there's this sort of like a railing almost of these roots going across here. However, your torch would denote your presence here if you started heading forward like so. And you're not sure what else is within this room, and if they are
Right.
already, noted of your presence. But, Yarm, you're pretty sure that those are centipede eggs, those mounds there, filled
Oh.
with them.
Yeah, that giant centipede we fought, they come from these eggs. Must be a hatchery.
Would you stop me if I wanted to just kind of get rid of these?
I doubt we've cleared out all of the centipedes guarding this nest, so if you did, I'm pretty sure you'd have a very angry centipede on your back.
Well, the centipedes already have a very angry gnoll on their back.
It is
Oh.
a bit of a risk, I would think.
Kiba and Parent, since you guys are searching, roll your perception checks. Yarm as well. You asked about scouting from the back there. Scout is just a +1, sort of like keeping your eyes peeled for any encounters, so yeah, you certainly can from the back there. Must be blind there, Kiba.
That's
Alright.
more like it.
There we go. With that being said, you're all very quickly aware of a gremlin in the room there that sort of like has their back turned to you all, sitting on a stool there and sort of like polishing something in their hands.
Idiots. Wait,
They start turning because they are going to notice this torchlight peeking into the room here. Is there anything you guys immediately do?
I'm gonna try to keep his arm, try to get him to lower the light. We'll try to whisper that to him. Lower the light, lower.
I'll try to comply with that.
Sure. As you do so, roll me a stealth check. You are sort
Just
of...
Kiba or all of us?
Just Kiba for now, since he's sort of like in front of you all in a narrow cavern, or a narrow tunnel here. So, mostly depends on whether they see Kiba or not, which they look over as the torch sort of sputters.
huh? I told you to keep out, idiots. It's my den. Centipedes don't like you.
Turns back around. Seems like they didn't notice, at least for now.
Plural? Centipede plural?
These eggs certainly look plural.
I'm gonna
What do you want to do?
parent. Runt.
What do you want?
Can you kill a gremlin quietly?
Why would you think I have the ability to do that?
You're
Well,
mad.
Tartuccio spoke a lot about killing quietly and things. Must be exactly the same, right?
A lot of things so far.
I have to talk to use my magic. What?
Can you kill him quickly?
He's holding and polishing something. I can't tell what it was.
Just jump him.
I can't just jump him.
Draft, this is your calling. Go beat him up.
My friend is centipedes is an enemy of mine.
You know, if we could distract him, maybe we could get the drop on him far easier than if he just went in. I usually have a good idea of what grabs a person's attention. He sort of holds two gold coins in his hand with a grin.
If you all want to do something like that, I don't particularly like it, but I would allow you to take the lead.
I do. I'm not fan of putting myself in harm's no, in the in risks harm. Excuse me.
Harm's way.
Harm's way. Thank you.
What's the plan?
Look, I just don't like the idea of him calling over his pets. Because it sounds like he's been raising centipedes.
Well, if I were able to get a bit of prep work in and things went wrong, I could probably set a bit of surprise for these centipedes.
What, like a trap?
Yes.
Okay, I like that.
Do we really have time for this?
I don't know. He might have the ring.
What do we wait for? Just go in. Let's go.
Yeah, let's just go in.
Frontal assault.
Let's go, Kiba.
Okay.
So,
We're gonna jump him.
alright, so for the purposes of it, you guys can get down this little slope here, you two, sort of jumping down in. I will need athletics checks for your initiative here.
Awesome.
Everyone else can also sort of like filter in behind them to take up those positions from where Kiba would have gone and from where Giraffe went. But yeah, let's pull it up here.
+8.
For the purposes of it.
Did you see alphabet? Did you see excuse me?
Alphabetic?
Athletics, yeah.
Oh.
Is that
I
a
rolled
good or a
today.
bad thing? Oh, you're referring to my roll. Yeah, it's a good roll.
No, I'm
Is everyone-
laughing at myself because I'm repeatedly stumbling on words today, and I'm
No problem.
getting a kick out of it.
Is
At
everyone
some
else
point, I
just...
learned to just laugh at it.
So,
Every time I try to do a hyena laugh, I get so tempted to do Scooby Doo.
So, Parent is not taking as much of a risk this time, and
Mhm.
he kind of just goes with the flow.
sure thing. Just your usual initiative, not trying to tap into that strange force behind it. But as you guys jump down in, the Midflits, this gremlin turns quickly.
Right. Hey, you're not them. Brothers, come out.
And you see 3 fully grown smaller centipedes jumping out of these holes, these little dens in the sides here. Seems you guys have a fight on your hands with them, and
We
we
can
will
take it.
begin with that. Oops, there we go. So, music changed. We'll get to initiative here. Starting.
I mean, they all rolled above a 23.
They all rolled really freaking well here. One of them rolled a natural 20, in fact.
Oh,
Either way, as this one that just immediately jumps out with the smell or the sight of food for them, they're going to immediately slither across the room straight for Kiba, who has jumped down from the ridge there, and go for a strike with these deadly mandibles. Or at least the poison behind them might be deadly. This will be a hit.
Sure will.
Only 2 damage, however, do need the fortitude save as the venom might be a little bit more scary for this. 14 on the fortitude will unfortunately be against these fully grown ones a failure. You do take another 6 poison damage from that as the venom starts to seep in. So, place that. Oh, that's the Mandible Strike. I'll place it on you at, let's do it like this. Have to pull it out from them. Into chat, I don't want that revealed though. These guys don't know the specifics about these venoms. But with that being said, it goes up and then tries to strike at Giraffe to spread around this poison a little bit more.
I have my shield up. Oh, okay.
Well, it's gonna roll a natural one, so
It misses your shield entirely.
sort of snags on some of the roots there in front. Kiba sort of pushing back. That'll be its turn. Now we go to this one here, as it will sort of push past its tamer and go here and strike at Giraffe. Slithering on up, trying to get a hit in, will not, thanks to that shield being raised in front of you.
Here.
Second strike will also miss, as just not able to get a good strike in, can't get past your defenses. That'll be all it can do. As Giraffe, it's your turn now.
Double slice.
Alright, which one?
The one... Actually, the one by... The one below me.
Okay.
Gonna go with my... I'm wielding my Mombele and my shield, so that's... Mombele and Shield Bash.
Sure, sure.
And that so means that we get a use of this.
Yep. So let's see if they hit. First the Mombele strikes out, that will certainly be a hit. Oh, their fort as well to start. Unfortunately, rolled a natural 20 on the fort save for the venom, but did take 10
that's
damage.
10 damage. And now for the shield.
And the shield, even though it's not agile, it would take that -2 from being on double strike.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
But -2 to 27 is still a critical strike because you're a fighter. Fighters do a
Awesome.
lot of good damage.
Wow.
Pretty easily. Another
10
10.
damage!
As the Mombele strikes
Congratulations.
out, you slash into it, sort of like rears up, and then you take the shield in hand and sort of like slice
Bash
it
it.
through.
Or slice, actually, yeah.
As
10
yeah.
damage with a shield. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Minimum roll too.
Yeah! And I have one more action. So can I... I'm gonna shield block.
Alright, raising the shield back up. Remember that the defend, the red icon shield, is not... So, okay, shield block,
Shield block. Raise
raise shield.
shield.
Yeah. Raise shield is a different modifier than that red shield. That red one just denotes you're doing it as an exploration. Find the other one, that's raise a shield as the effect, and it will add the +2. With that being said though, we go to this centipede down here, and, well, seeing as Giraffe is taking out their brothers and sisters, they're going to try and come up and try to do better than them. They can't, with 2 on the dice. They're going to try again. As, maybe they heard about you guys before, and, aren't rolling too well, aren't not rolling higher than 10s. It's going to be a failure for that one, as it just can't get through your shield block there, or your raised shield. Kiba, we go to you.
Come on, I can't block any hits for you if you don't take any. Yeah, I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna try to intimidate it
Yep.
before striking it. I imagine I'm doing some motions and stuff with my torch as I do this because it doesn't really understand my words.
Yep, we'll be at -4 because you don't have a effect. Oh, well, okay, there we go.
Press the wrong button.
That's fine.
Why am I struggling with this? What's it called? Oh, demoralize.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can always drag it to your macro bar so it's easier to access.
I'm trying.
No problem. Also, if you guys are ever searching anything, you can hold control and press space. That'll bring up a everything search that you can just type in something and it'll find it for you.
There we go. Okay, I figured it out.
I can't figure out how to drag it. I'm just gonna click it.
I dragged it off of my bar, so then I tried to Control Z, and that sent me into the previous room.
Okay, I don't remember what number you said, so you just subtract it yourself.
Yeah, I will. Either way, though, you're not the best at intimidating, at the very
No,
least.
not yet.
So, that'll be a failure. Either way.
Probably gonna work on it a little bit, at least, but it's not my primary social stat. And I follow it up with the actual strike.
Sure, sure. That will be a hit for all the damage. So bring to bear the axe in hand. You crack it into its carapace there. It'll hold up against it, but not for long.
I'll move to make an opening for someone.
Alright, do remember, flanking will provide Giraffe some extra chance to get crits and hits. If you were to put yourself over here, he'd already been in flank immediately. Helps him a lot.
That's obviously what I meant. Clearly, I just accidentally dropped it in the wrong spot. So
No problem. Also, you can do that before you make a strike and give yourself that flank as well. So, that being said, Parenth, we go to you.
Hello, Parenth is
Don't
going
mind
to.
me, it's Friday.
No problem.
Parenth is going to be using the zap on the Gremlin tender, and the second target is going to be the one south of Giraffe.
Sure thing, I'll roll their reflex saves here. Not the greatest reflex saves either, those are both failures.
Hey, watch the fur.
8 damage to each of them. As you sling that off, the tender, they look pretty rough immediately from that. One of the weaker midflets. This centipede took some damage, but is holding up. Anything else?
I'm just glad there's no big ones. I'm going to use a shield and hold my position.
Alright. With that, Yarm, your turn.
Alright. I was planning on demoralizing the midflits, but it seems like that's going to be unnecessary with the current state of things, so he's just gonna take a shot with his hand crossbow that he's
Alright.
got pulled at the start of battle.
In hand, making a shot down. Let's see. Natural one, unfortunately.
I'm gonna go ahead and hero point that.
Sure.
Go on to start the session. Use him or lose him.
Yeah, they do accumulate over the course of the session, though, so if you didn't want to use it, yeah. Either way, though. That'll be a 20, that'll be a hit. Roll the damage.
Alright, thanks.
2 on the dice is all you need. As you sling that bolt down, they were sort of singed by the electricity. Very rough there. The crossbow finished them off.
Alright, he also pulled that Dread bolt to start, so he's gonna sheath that, and then he's finally going to use an action to reload the hand crossbow. That's it for his turn.
Alright. Reloading. Gaz, we go to you.
Giraffe, just as avoiding take cover, this might burn a little. I would like to make my way down to like right in front of Giraffe. That's possible, like go right here.
Mm-hmm.
Going to be using explode.
Alright.
Excuse me.
Core at the top of your sort of miner gear here starts to churn and,
Excuse me.
well, the mining gear, there we go. Churns and you see this explosive burst coming out from it. I will make a reflex save for the centipedes. Giraffe, you need a reflex save for yourself.
Oh, come on.
As it turns out, the backfire mantle isn't needed for the wizard, but
With 24,
You're fine.
that'll
There we go.
definitely be a success at the very least, so roll the damage there, guys.
Did I get a success or...
No success, just a regular success. So you only take 3 damage there, Giraffe. One of these enemies does take 6 from that,
That's the right.
and the other takes 3 as they are fairly weakened by that blast. They're still holding up.
I also need to do an unstable check.
Oh yeah?
Unfortunately.
This sort of bursts, you have to try to make sure it's cooled down and ready to use again. Well, at the very least, you cool it down, but it's not going to be useful for the rest of this. So let's go back to the top. With this centipede
You
here... Hmm?
Told you to take cover.
Yeah.
We're going to talk later.
With this one's turn, Kiba, I do need another fortitude save as this is the one that poisoned you.
You got it.
7 on the dice is going to be
Let's
another
go,
failure.
Hero at this time.
Okay.
Had a window covering it. Oops.
No problem.
Oh, I need to give myself a hero point. There we go. Much better.
Much, much better. As you're able to push through the poison, it is stricken from your system, no longer applying. Now, we are going to go to this centipede here. They're going to take a step over towards Giraffe. As they do.
Yeah, it's stepping.
Taking a step. They will basically always step when they only have to move 5 feet, enemies. With that being said, as they carefully come forward and try to strike, even with the flank, they're not able to strike into you. They're going to go for another strike. Natural one. They are not doing that great.
I can't find. No, I don't have any.
Very much different from last session, these guys. Giraffe.
Serves them right. Okay, this is fun. So, I'm going to double slice the one below me. Then I'm going to try to make attack on the one above me. Yes,
Sure.
I know.
No problem.
Okay, so double slice.
Now, I believe both of these attacks are at -2 because you don't have. Actually, let me see. Let's look at double slice real quick.
It's only the second one.
It's only the second one. The shield will be at -2.
Gotcha. Alright. So that Mambale does hit. $10 damage. Easily brings it down even before you can slice your shield in, but since it was already part of that double strike, it's just wasted. Yeah, one more
Okay.
action.
So now I'm going to face the one above me, and with -10, I'm going to use my mom belay.
Sure. As a
Go
fighter,
for the greed.
certainly is a decent chance you can still hit here. Not with a 7 though, as you will end up missing there. For the purpose of it, even on a 16 or higher, you would still hit. So there's chances, at least with a fighter's sort
That's
of
my turn.
proficiency. Kiva.
All right, I rush over for the strike.
Alrighty. Trying to finish this
Not
one off.
beak, hatchet. Do I have it targeted? I do.
Hmm?
Is flanking auto? Oh.
It is auto. So, unfortunately though, 3 on the dice, you get caught up in the roots and other things. No dice there.
Hold on. There's the strength, there's the trained. It did not auto?
So, flanking and flat footing is on the enemy's AC. You won't see it on your end.
Ooh, okay,
But
okay,
I do
cool.
see it on my
Okay.
end, reducing it by 2.
Alright, here's the follow-up, because we got an agile weapon, you gotta try something, I'm in good position. What's the worst that could happen?
Well, another 2. Yeah. You're a little caught up here. You're holding back maybe against these centipedes after they did a number on you last time. Just no dice there. Parents?
Did I spend too much time in the taverns?
Come on, Kiva, you're better than this.
Quick electric arc. Let's
I
see
must
if
not disappoint my father.
almost naturally went to the 8. That'll be full damage. To unleash another electrical arc into it, it shudders and sort of falls to the ground in a heap of, well, smoldering carapace. It is now destroyed. And that is the end of that encounter.
Well, that was certainly cathartic.
I agree.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
What made you think it was a good idea to do that?
What made you think being surrounded by enemies was a good idea? Precisely.
Thin ice, buddy. Thin ice.
So, one other thing to mention. You guys... I forget. Did you guys gain your experience for the encounters last time? I believe I gave you
Yes,
them, right?
told
Yes,
us,
you did.
yes.
Oh, you gave us them?
We're at
I'm just tying them
270.
manually.
No, you should be
I'm
at
at 340.
340.
Yeah, I'm at 340.
343, right?
Just 340. I don't know where you would have gotten the 3 from.
That case, I'm wrong. Excuse me.
No problem. But for the purpose of this encounter, that was 60 experience points, pretty low end encounter, so you're at 400 exactly.
That was more than the giant centipede encounter.
No, the giant centipede was 80 instead of
Oh.
60.
Still.
So it was only 20 less, but this much easier.
With different rolls as well. These guys rolled a bunch of 1s and lower than 10 the whole time.
Yeah.
We should start a gremlin farm. Infinite experience.
And I got to
with-
tank it instead of somebody like Gaz.
If these are going to be our lands, we should destroy all of these eggs, just in case.
I'm with you on this. I stand steadfast against the wave of evil.
What, you're not up for some centipede omelets later on?
Centipedes are the embodiment of evil. They must die.
Well, centipedes aren't animals. You can always train them yourselves and raise them to be good.
I think you have a little bit crazy in your head there.
No, he does have a point there. They would probably make some good pack animals, honestly. You could float them up with a lot of gold.
Macbeth sort of like slides down the slope there.
Friend of Gremlin is not friend of ours. I say smash.
Big Mac gets it.
Okay. Yeah, too much work. Come gets to work smashing these eggs as well.
Alright, just go around smashing
just
them,
gonna-
destroying them.
Stomp them.
They pretty easily sort of are destroyed here.
Rumsh.
With that being said, you guys have a quick look around this hatchery here. All that's really here is a den for these creatures to, well, regenerate or whatever you want to call it. Nothing of particular value.
Is this another cave over here?
Does seem so. Another way down.
Is that the only other exit out of this room at this point?
You are looking around, and yeah, that's the only other way.
Oh, so this isn't one?
No, that's just more roots coming down.
Oh, okay.
There was no ring on this one, was there?
None that you can see.
Okay. Gonna have my shield and my main gosh, so I can leave my shield and the gosh on a double slice.
Okay.
Shall I take the lead this time, Keba, or would you like to?
I have the torch, so why don't I continue ahead?
Alrighty.
Okay, you should probably move the torch from the arm that he was holding last time.
So you guys filter your way through this smaller sort of winding path. You go down to the south and find your way into a more
stop lying.
expansive cavern beyond.
There we go.
It is here that you're very quickly realizing that there are other denizens of this commons room. You see two to the left that seem to be wielding broken instruments, just trying to play them. You see here that's like twang and off tune, sort of like a series of notes going on as the others sort of throw little bones at them, booing.
No, wrong. Did it? Stupid. Wait, do you
Yes,
see that?
you are.
And they turn around and see you guys approaching into the room here. For the purposes of it, they sort of start to path away. You guys can move 5 feet into the room so you're not all like crowded into the cavern there.
I know these guys, and wait, they have a kobold with them. Just kill them, smash them, burn them, whatever you got.
No need to fight. We're looking for a ring.
They start charging at you.
Let's fight.
There's no reason to fight. We just killed all your other
Right.
friends.
Can I charge back at them for athletics initiative? Stay with
Sure,
perception.
if you want to.
Did scouting apply last time? To
Scouting.
our initiatives?
So, if there is a change to initiatives, I will add it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, time to kill someone.
That's a good initiative rolls.
Just need Kibas.
Yeah, I was trying to select perception in my initiative, and since it's really high, I clicked a little bit too high and ended up clicking out of the tab. And my result
No.
shows.
Yeah, not the greatest, but looking at this, scouting won't change anyone's initiative. We start with Giraffe just charging into the room here.
Giraffe, I've got a bomb ready. Be mindful of where you step.
Alrighty. Step down. Then double slice this first gremlin.
All
With
right.
His shield, then his main gosh.
So they're trying to stumble back there. You bring the shield and Mingosh to bear. So a little bit more agile, a little bit better in this environment, closer in with all the roots and such. Closer melee weapons, close combat. Either way, that is a hit with the shield bash. As you sort of slice its sharpened edge towards them, they do take 8 damage there. Looking really rough for that one really quickly.
Attack.
And then will be a critical hit there as well with the Mingosh. You slice them to the side, they can't bring up their defenses, you just stab them
I rolled
straight
max
in.
damage on both of those.
And very
Amazing.
easily fall before your strikes. That'll be all your
And-
actions though.
Yeah, that's all my actions.
Yarm.
Who's next?
Alright, Yarm's got a dread pull ready, and he says, that other one's next. And he strikes it with the dread pull.
Alright. Sling it across, sort of underhanded to get through the roots and all that. Unfortunately, a 2 on the dice is going to miss.
Alright, well, at least it's a, we got some splash going.
At the very least, yeah. You will be dealing 1 splash damage to 3 of them, 3 total damage, as they are all sort of hit by this purple cloud of a screaming head sort of immediately bursting with the mental energy of that strike. You have 2 more.
He goes ahead and makes a, actually, he won't do that. He's going to, try and demoralize, go with this one.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you. Wow. Those are some nice ears. They'll look great in a charm or two.
What?
Are you hitting on me?
That's an undercomment, I think.
Go for the demoralize.
Intimidation, eh? I'm untrained in this, so it's probably going to come out exactly like that.
I'd rather be caught dead than with a Sootscale.
Well,
try, buddy.
good news for you.
1 more.
I can make that happen. And then he's gonna reload the hand crossbow he's got.
You would have reloaded the last time. Since you threw your bomb, it would have been loaded. It would like be
no,
loaded for
sorry.
the start.
Yeah, it was right. I haven't shot with it yet. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and make that multiple attack penalty shot with the hand crossbow
Sure.
against this. Back to this guy.
Bring up your aim, trying to fire. Your dice are not doing well for you tonight, at least at the start here.
Oh, that's fine.
Hopefully,
And that's it for his turn.
getting him out early. As the bolt twangs off, it sort of hits into the dirt behind them. Gaz, we go to you.
Alright, let's rev her up and see what we've got here. Overdrive.
Sort of dormant mining equipment starting to rev up, the gears starting to churn. Unfortunately, that is a failure as well, as you can't get them going. Sort of gets locked up with the dirt.
Well, I'm gonna retry that again. But for now, I've thought up some new tricks for myself. He moves up next to this, actually, up here.
Mm-hmm.
I will now tamper, because I can do that.
Okay. Put that out to chat here. Sort of rush up there and looking at the short sword that they have, or actually the like broken instrument they have in hand. Perhaps you can make it tougher for them to strike with it. Let's see.
Fix the instrument so they feel bad about using it as a weapon.
He's going to, tamper with the weapon.
Okay. So as long as you have them targeted, you can hit that crafting check in chat. It should compare to their DC. That is a success. As you sort of like pull at the strings of it, sort of like bend it weirdly in their hand for a moment.
Right, get off, this is mine.
But you are.
There we go, I improved it. Hope you enjoy.
That's not improved.
So with that being said, what's going to be a little bit harder for them to use? We're going to go to this guy here, however. They will just rush up towards their assaulted bandmate. So they're going to go here, underneath the roots, and go for a strike at Gaz. With their sort of mistuned flute. Trying to like poke it into you. That'll be a hit. For 1 damage there. Again, midflutes aren't very difficult to strike, or at least defend yourself from. Oh, they have 1 more attack here. Let me do that. Going to miss there, though. Now we do go to someone else around the corner, sort of shouting out,
Hey, what's going on?
Another one rushes into the room, sees what's going on. They're going to have to spend 2 actions, but they're going to rush up, sort of like stomping over their ally's corpse there. Never liked
Look
him.
at the party.
But going to miss with a strike there, 4 on the dice. Enemies likewise are not doing great with their rolls. As this guy here has been tampered with by Gaz, they're going to try to strike with that now improved loot. Like the strings are back attached, so it's like a little bit softened by the strings. They are going to miss with that strike. Going for another 19 on the dice. Even with the tampering, -2 from it will still be a hit. If I'm getting that right.
Yes.
Yeah. So let's go for the strike. Damage. If they can do any, they can. 5 damage there. Even with it improved there, they sort of like wildly whack at you. They're gonna get a hit in. Hear that sort of like hollow sort of wood noise as it bonks into the side of you. Either way. That'll be... was that 2 actions? Yes, it was. But they didn't move. Did they move? Yeah, they're gonna take a... I'm gonna take a step here, just for that. Then we go to this guy down here. They are going to, again, just sort of step over their dead ally and try to strike a giraffe. Not using much tactics, just a flurry of short sword strikes this one. Going to miss the first, going to miss the second. Again, these guys are rolling terribly. So you deflect the blows, the shield brought to bear. Parenth, we go to you.
I'm sorry, I have to. You've set this up just so perfectly.
Reese.
I like this.
So it goes under all 4 of them.
Alright, as it sort of filters through each of them there, they are still rolling terribly. 2 will fall. The ones closest to Gaz will be knocked prone as the grease sort of shoots up from the ground beneath them, making it soggy, making it easier to slip. They fall, the other 2 don't.
Take that, you gremlins!
The midflits have fallen. Millions must give us the wedding ring.
Showed up. I've got one final one that is also rushing around the corner.
What the hell? Get it. You idiots, why are you on the floor?
This one looking a little bit tougher than the others is going to rush here. 11 on the dice. Eventually they're going to hit with the many dice rolls they make. 3 damage to you guys, as this one has a little bit more heft behind their strikes. But that'll be them. We go to Kiba.
Alright. I rush on over, and so there's one that's flanked and prone. I bet I can hit this one. And I try.
Stupid tricks, get off me.
That'll be a hit.
Ooh, love it.
9 damage down to them with the hatchet. So slicing into their fey form, this cold iron will do extra damage, but 9 was enough anyway to destroy them as you quickly hack down into them.
Okay. There we go. Follow-up strike to the other downed one.
Alright, quick agile strike. This time though, sort of trying to sweep into them, but no effect there. They're able to roll out of the way. Back to the top with Giraffe.
Nice grease,
boy.
parent.
Now this is beautiful. The one below me, I'm going to hit with a shield bash. I'm not double striking.
Quick shield bash.
Just bonk him.
Trying to, but unfortunately, they have enough of a defense up that you're not able to get a strike in.
I'm gonna hero point that.
Alright.
Oh, greedy.
Going for it again here. 2
come
on the
on.
dice. It's not going to cut it.
Okay, fine. Then I'm just gonna use my second action to strike with my main gosh.
Quick strike of the main gosh. This will not succeed because you didn't make it. You should have made it multiple
Oh,
strike penalty
right.
there.
-4.
But
My
either
bad.
way, 14 does not
14.
hit them.
That does not hit. And I'll use my last action to raise the shield.
Alright. As this gremlin surprisingly is able to hold their defenses, we go to Yarm.
Alright, Yarm is going to first use an action to command his familiar so that it can use valet, but he won't have it, use those valet actions quite yet.
Mhm.
Because first he's going to reload his hand crossbow, and now the valet comes in play as a sort of serpentine coiled tail lazily slips out of his bag and pulls vials and potions from his holsters into his hands. He first has a dread ample. He first gets a ball lightning in his hand,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna target this fella with a strike
Sure thing.
in the bottom right corner.
For a quick strike there, as they put it into your hand, you try to throw it. It is going to be a miss. Which
yeah,
corner
miss, but
was it again? It was
bottom right.
here. Okay.
Yeah, here.
By the way, each of them will take 1 damage.
And then he's going to have that valet help him out by applying a dread ample onto his
Mhm.
now free hand. That's it for his turn.
Alright, so you reloaded. You had them valet 1 and then 2 into your hand. Yep, that sounds good. Using those actions a little bit more effectively, we go to Gaz.
Gaz just stares at the Gremlins assaulting him with a grin. Using his free hand, he simply takes a puff from his cigar and blasts out an attack from his mouth. I'm going to use Kobold Breath of all things.
Okay.
I like that.
Where's
Let me
the
check which one I actually have because I don't remember.
You're red, right?
I have copper, which means it's a line and it's acid.
line of
Oh,
acid?
fun! I remember.
Ooh, if you get bottom right corner, you can
Yeah, that's
Get
what I was
the
going
other
for.
one, yeah.
I was going for this.
Alright. So, I'll make their reflexes as you sort of spurt out from a draw of the cigar some acid. 1d4 level each creature. Basic save. It doesn't give me the save, so I'll have to do it manually. Acid is reflex, or is it for?
It's reflex.
Reflex,
Reflex,
yeah. So this one against your class DC does fail. The other one also will fail. They will take the full damage. So if you click the 1d4 leveled, it should give us 2d4. Oh, it didn't. Either way, roll another one.
Gotcha.
3 and 1. Total of 4 damage to each of them. Total of 8 in total across all of them, of course. Not bad.
And with my final action, I will use my free hand once again to tamper. This time with the fella right below me.
Alright. Pulling at their short sword, like unscrewing the pommel, something like that, that will be a success.
Once again, go for 11, yeah. He simply pulls out his tools and just wraps a lot of weight with some wire at the sword.
Gives it a little bit more heft. They have to sort of deal with that when they're striking. But we're going to go to this one here. They are going to sort of step their way out from the grease. Means they don't have to do anything with it. And they're going to strike at Kiba here. Actually,
Step. I gotta stop stepping.
they have the opportunity to. They are going to miss, however. Kiba is trying to strike out. They're going to go for one more strike. Just stand still. That'll be a hit for a total of 4
Holy
damage there.
smokes.
So they strike out. We go to this one. They're going to try to. They don't have a good option here, actually. So yeah, they would have to try to stand. If they tried to stand, they would be affected by the thing again. If they crawled, they wouldn't be able to get back into combat. So they're going to try to stand in the grease. It's a reflex save here. Against Parent's DC, which I think your DC is 18, which they do succeed just barely at. They're able to wobbly sort of like get their bearings there. Then, strike out at Gaz. Get your hands off my stuff! Missing, though. Certainly, thanks in no small part to that tampering, they just aren't able to get a good strike in here. That'll be their turn.
Oh, but no, I'll keep doing that. It's fun.
Go to this one here. They're just going to stay put and try to strike at Giraffe. Missing there. They realize that there could be a flank here, so they're going to go over here. And then strike as a third action. Multiple attack penalty. Doing nice. These guys
Wow.
really are not having good rolls.
Pitiful.
At the very least. Parent, we go to you.
He's gonna have to do his electrical arcing again, it looks like.
Mm.
He's gonna start with this guy that's injured in the grease, and it's gonna bounce back to the guy next to Kiba.
Sure. Reflex save on both of them. One rolls a natural 20. The one that is right next to you, closer. Actually, no, the one that rolled a natural 20 was in the grease. So, it seems like as you try to bounce to them, they're able to sort of duck away at the last moment. The other takes 5 damage.
I'm okay with that.
10 action shield.
That is all.
Go to this one here. They're going to continue to bear down on Gaz. Strike with the short sword once and twice. First strike will hit, second strike will hit as well.
I'm gonna protect Gaz with from that first hit.
Okay. So, for the purpose of it, he will
Enfeeble,
take
of course, if needed.
the enfeebled there, which will result in the damage being lowered on this strike to 1 damage, which then will be completely nullified because of the Glimpse of Redemption, so you took no damage there.
Ooh.
Second strike, however, will be struck out, and, well, they only deal 1 damage because of the enfeeble. So they're super weakened by
helping.
that. They just growl at Kiba there, not able to do much. They are going to take a step here as their third action. Kiba, then we go to you.
Gonna continue to try to take out the one immediately next to me and by Gaz. Try to protect Gaz.
Mhm.
I'll just do a raw strike to open up possibility of what I might do afterward.
Sure. Natural 20.
Ah, finally. Let's see how we do. Come on, can we get another 6?
20.
Pull it back and slice towards them. They weren't looking at you at the moment, so you get a really good strike
That
in.
was the wrong button.
Should have doubled it, but since this doesn't have like a deadly trait or anything... Oh, well, did it anyway. 12. There. So this is to the one that's in the grease, correct?
Yes, to protect Gaz.
Alright, quick chop into them. They fall into the grease dead.
Then I'm gonna leap over to protect Gaz.
Using a single action leap, easy enough for 10 feet there. Leaping over in front of him.
And a follow-up strike. I have you, friend.
Hey, appreciate it.
Like, what is this other button over? Oh, it's throwing. Okay, I don't need that.
This, unfortunately, is a miss as you try to target this one. Able to duck away. So with that, we go to Giraffe again.
Okay, cool. Just surrounded her.
Mm.
Not that I'm complaining. Double slice against the one below me.
Sure. Quick double-handed assault. Trying to overwhelm their defenses here.
Bonk
18
him
on the
against
dice.
the wall.
Well, yes, that'll be a critical strike on the first. Slice in with the sharpened edge of the shield. You crack it into them. They slam against the wall, but somehow they sort of like stumble forward, still surviving.
Well, that's where the knife comes in.
Mm-hmm. As they're stumbling forward, stab out with the knife. Again, a really good roll. Again, a critical strike. Roll a crit damage again, as you just stab straight into them, almost pinning them back against the wall with that before you pull it away.
So then I'm gonna turn around and look at this one behind me. And I'd like to try the demoralize action for once.
Mm?
Say, you're next. It's your turn.
Mm? Roll that intimidation.
You speak undercommon?
It doesn't, but it'll take a -4 off of it. -4 for that would be 15. Will save on them. Unfortunately, on this one, being a little bit tougher, they're still able to push through it.
Oh,
I don't think you're so tough.
yes, I do.
That'll be your turn. Jarm, you're up.
Alright. There's 2 options here. So this one, so this one is a bit tougher, and this one's a bit tougher, right? They're both a bit tougher than
Seems
most
so,
leaflets? Alright. In that case, Yarm is going to take one step to the west. I've got you, Giraffe. And then he's going to attempt a point-blank hand crossbow strike
Okay.
against it.
So they won't be flat-footed to your strike because it's a ranged weapon, but you
Yeah,
will be
fair.
providing flank for Giraffe.
Thank you, sir.
That is a hit, though. Roll the damage.
Nice.
Quick strike into their back. 4 damage, 4 damage. So looking pretty rough.
And last action, he reloads the hand crossbow. The first
Alright.
turn.
Quick reload there. Yes, good to you now.
Seemingly content with the shenanigans he pulled, he finally grips his controls with both hands, and once again tries to overdrive.
Go for it. Pressing down on the buttons there, trying to get these gears to turn, and they do turn. As they push out all the dust and dirt that's been clogging them up, they're revving.
Alright, small fella. Let's see how hard you really are. And he's going to just pull the levers forwards and slam both of his arms into the fella.
Alrighty. First strike will be a hit. Even though you're striking through Kiba, which would give them a +1 for lesser cover, still an exact hit. So you do strike out, 10
Oh, felt
damage there.
bad.
Overdriven, takes a lot of damage out of them. They're looking rough.
I will try a second strike.
Hmm?
Oh wait, that was 3 actions. Never mind. Grip
Overdrive.
two-handed, change grip.
Oh, you changed it, okay.
Oh.
Yep. Two-handed with the pantograph gauntlets, sort of the mining arms that he has. Anyway, we go to this midfoot here. They look between themselves. It's time to get out of here. Let's go get the boss. They try to run across the grease. They're gonna maybe
Hey, I'd like to make an attack of opportunity.
sure as well.
Does that go after reflex or before?
So as soon as they attempt to move from one square to another, with a stride, they are being struck by a giraffe. So it is before
Okay.
the grease.
Do I get the flat-footed bonus?
Yep, because the arm being there.
And that's 2, right?
And so you don't add flat foot. Remember, it is on their
Right,
AC,
right,
it's
right,
on my end. That'll be a critical strike. Roll the damage.
How many crits in a row is that? 3?
Hey, that's 16.
He's rolled quite well. He's like, yeah, 16s on the dice. Yeah, you just stab straight into
Yeah.
them as they try to run. They sort of like skid down
Straight
into
in
the
the
grease.
throat. Yeah, no,
and-
you're not going anywhere.
They go nowhere. Parenth, then we go to you then. One more, looking to escape as well.
Just in range for another little zap.
Okay. See if this kills him. Reflex save there. They roll natural 20 as they're
Oh.
ducking away, trying to escape here.
Pain.
Third action.
That's right.
Alright. Now we go to their turn. They are going to start running, booking it down the hall, screaming after their boss. Boss, they're here! They came back! Help! And unfortunately, with that being said, they have enough movement to get far down in the tunnels, way past anyone seeing where they go. If you guys want to immediately pursue, you can, or you can sort of exit combat and take it a little bit slower. Your choice.
Well, they certainly know we're here now.
Should we rush in or stay for a bit?
Rushing in is probably just gonna kill us at this point. They're prepped now.
The funny thing as well, because Parenth didn't use a single action to remove the grease, you also would have to rush across the grease.
Oh man.
So,
Okay, let's take it slow then.
taking it a little bit slow, letting them go as they quickly scamper down the halls. You guys not able to give chase.
Don't like the sound of the boss. Here. Yar applies poison to back onto everyone.
Alright.
One on the shield, one on the mound blade, one on the cold iron hatchet.
Okay,
So
two
that was
there.
used up.
Still another fight coming up. I'm gonna switch Should I switch to my back to my mom belay from the shield?
Also, don't forget, you have your owlbear claws.
Yeah, I think I will.
Well, if you're gonna take a breather, give me a bit and I can fix up my machine again, so I can have it explode again, I guess.
How long do you want to spend?
It would
How
take me
long
like
will that take?
10 minutes tops, probably.
It'll be here in 10 minutes.
You're
But
squabbling down the hall.
I'll keep watch then.
We shouldn't give them too much time to regroup. What if they like set a trap or something?
But if we decide to put a trap first, if you're gonna come towards us, why not use that to our advantage?
Place traps to go around, is that what you're saying?
Perhaps.
That'd be hilarious.
Or
If we're gonna
stand-
hold, if we're gonna hold here, then I might as well be able to place some traps like right across here and have them walk over them.
They're not gonna come to us. Are you dumb?
They're not going to come to us. They're going to prepare
Well-
themselves.
well, they're pretty dumb too.
We're from there. Get the others.
Yeah, they're getting ready.
Let's use our potions, I think.
You guys have moments here, as 10 minutes, they would have a lot of time in 10 minutes to do what they are planning to do.
I think we should use 2 lesser healing potions, one for me, one for Gaz.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
let's not give them that much time.
Parents will dismiss the grease, obviously, and get ready to go forward as quickly as possible.
That's a lot of healing potions that you just used when I still have elixirs of life available.
Okay, but we've been talking about us being hurt.
Yeah, I was just about to offer one, but oh well, we can save it for the combat.
That's alright. And these healing potions, these 17s and 9s, they're going to get you guys up to full pretty easily there. Kiba gets 9. What's the 17 to?
For me.
Okay, yeah, that got guys straight up there.
Yeah, I'm down 3, which I think is an acceptable risk.
Yeah. For the purpose of
You
it,
don't have
there's...
to be. You don't have to be down 3.
Oh, thank you. Do you click use or do I? I'm just gonna click the dice.
Yeah, Yarm... yeah, if you click the dice, it won't change anything, so that's
Cool.
good. 7 healing to Giraffe.
Perfect. All topped off from Gaz's mistake. Let's go.
So, as you guys are starting to make your way down, you have a better look at this sort of little common room there. A bunch of little, like, feathers and bones and little trophies that they've had. Nothing of value, really, in this area. Just broken bits, whatever they think is valuable to themselves. As you guys start rounding the corner, you immediately see the line that has sort of, like, formed in front of who might be their leader on the back of a massive... That's a tick that he is riding on the back of. Some sort of, like, giant tick. And as they sort of, well, watch there for your arrival, you see that that one in the back looks to be much older than the others. Somehow, a gremlin like him, surviving that long, must be a little bit more cunning than the rest.
You come here. You kill, clan. Why? What you come for?
You took old Sharptooth. You must pay.
We showed our faces, and we were immediately attacked.
You came here. We didn't ask for you. And you, Sharptooth. Typical. You bring friends since you can't fight these wars yourself. Fine. Kobolds doesn't lose. Never loses. Kill them.
There's a first for everything, old man.
I need your initiatives.
Okay.
Let's take them down.
Man, that fella really seems ticked off, doesn't he?
Haven't heard that one before.
I'd say he's more ticked on.
Ticked off.
Oh, mama.
Oh,
Quite a few Metflits, not all of them looking particularly strong. The only stronger looking one is the one that ran from the combat earlier. But their leader and that chick look pretty nasty.
Does Giraffe's crit initiative mean that he gets to crit everything?
Hey, I like that. May I crit just every attack this combat?
You already have
J/K.
you already have enough
Hey,
just
it's
modifiers
past
to give you
7:30, we
crit.
get another hero point.
That is true. So if you guys haven't had it already, give yourself that extra hero point. As we start with Giraffe, just ready to rush in. He's been raring to deal with this leader and get out of here. So what do you do?
I'm tired of these centipedes. I'm tired of these gremlins. Let's stride over.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna do a double slice against the one right in front of me. And
Sure,
hope
sure.
for a crit on the Mombele. I'm currently wielding my Mombele and main gosh.
Sure.
Actually, no, not a double slice. I'm just gonna attack with the Mombele so I can then parry.
Sure. Quick strike out with the Mumble. Curved swords. Cloud District. Anyway, that is a critical hit again.
Hey, I'm gonna use my Owlbear Claw to make that sweep.
Oh yeah. The owlbear on the crit spec on that will allow it to sort of sweep into the other, activating its crit spec, which
Would the poison only go on this first one here?
it would still
I
only
see.
apply to the first like
Yeah.
sort of primary target, which
Okay.
I mean you kill them. They go straight down, probably from this crit. Oh yeah, they're dying.
There's the damage. 26.
They have
and
10
then-
health. You decapitate them.
The other one, we haven't done this before, so
it's using the same roll, isn't it?
So
Obviously,
it
I
is
use the
axe
owlbear.
crit spec. Let's look at weapon groups here real quick on my end.
is that on my
Axe.
sheet?
It's not there because
Because I'm not level 5.
yeah. So let's say choose one adjacent creature. If its AC is lower than the attack roll result for the critical hit, you deal damage to the creature equal to the result of the weapon damage dice you rolled. Okay. It's not doubled and no bonuses apply, so it's just your base 2d6 dice there. Wait, would it add to deadly though? That is a good
I think it
question.
would just be a normal damage roll rather than a critical.
Yeah, it should probably be just a normal damage roll.
Equal to the result of the weapon damage dice you rolled. Yeah, so it's those 2d6, which was... Oh,
1d6.
actually, 1d6, sorry. Yeah, so it's 5 extra damage to that other one. Just half their health. Still, as you activate the Airbear Claw, it sort of allows you to sweep further through. And then you raise your
And I'm parrying.
main
And that
bush
is my turn.
to defend yourself. We now go to their leader. They're going to shout down at their tick there.
Get us up there. Move it.
Seems like they have to command an animal to actually get this thing to go, which they are able to there. But, for the purpose of command an animal, it then just does what it needs to do on its turn. So he is basically delaying until after the tick's turn. So he's going to do that there. We now go to our parent here. There we go.
Alright, Pranth's gonna use Reach Spell.
Oh wait, he can't delay because he did a command an animal. How the hell does command an animal work? Sorry. This is different from like an animal companion. So, issue an order, attempt to siege chest. You automatically fail the middles. Yeah, if there's an activity. Okay, so it's still he still has to wait for its turn, which is kind of bad for him. Sorry, 1 second. I just need to make sure of this.
No, you're good.
He's not gonna, yeah, he's just gonna. For the purpose of it, he would delay his turn anyway until before the tick's turn, so that those work a little bit better. Parent, we're gonna go to you.
Alright, Pranth uses a Reach Spell and uses Befuddle.
Slinging off this larger or longer tether of befuddling magic, swirls and shapes in their mind appear. They are going to succeed, but even on a success, this is going to be them clumsy 1 and stupefied 1.
It's better than nothing. That will be his turn.
Gaz.
As per usual, he's going to try revving up his machinery.
Trying to. Dirt's getting into it.
I will hero point that.
Alright. You're pointing that, getting a 12, that'll be a success as you do push it forward, getting it to rev up there.
He is then going to move up right beyond
Actually,
Giraffe.
Would you like to delay until after I've given you a Dracart mutagen?
Would have to take back that overdrive and have to re-roll it.
Oh, it would take it back? I thought it was...
So,
You have to start.
yeah, so delay means that you can't take any actions on your turn. Like, you just have to move your turn to somewhere else. You can't sort of piecemeal it.
Yeah, he's gonna move behind Giraffe in that case. And for my last action, I will once again change the grip.
Alright.
Two-handed.
Two-handed there. Yarm, go to you.
Right. Well, that's still fine because he's going to. Yarm is going to head by over next to Gaz, and then feed him that Dracart mutagen.
Sure.
Kobold just greedily gulps it down. No manas whatsoever.
So the pinkish red elixir here as his scales grow tougher. You can add that
And then
effect to
Yarm.
yourself.
Then Yarm, using his quick lobber feat, is able to get himself to sling a ball of lightning. That's what it's called. That's the big boss midfoot here.
You mean far lover?
Yeah, bar lobber.
Yeah. Yeah, it's you said quick lobber earlier.
Right, no, not quick lobber. That's not a thing.
Roll the attack.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's what I took instead of quick bomber.
3 on the dice, still gonna be a failure, but
I'm going to hero point that. Wait,
okay.
what?
To get a better roll here, let's see something. These
Wow.
bomb rolls are not doing great for you.
Man, alright, well that's it for his turn.
Unfortunately, as well, that is a critical success on their, or a critical failure on your attack roll piece of their AC. No,
so no
splash. Unfortunately,
Bummer.
so. Kiba, we go to you.
I went through all the effort to group up for you.
All right, hold on. Yeah, I want to be there instead. I move up alongside Giraffe. There's not really a good place to flank, so I'll just kind of try to hold the line and get in range of as many as possible. I will launch into an attack against the injured one in front of me. And go.
Let's see. 10 of the dice, easy hit, roll the damage.
Thank
Slashing
goodness.
out with that hatchet, you will sort of sizzle into them as well because they're cold iron weakness, but they fall from that blow.
Okay, follow up to the one that's below me.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, maybe we should have targeted the other one. Oops, wrong one. It's minus.
That was
Subtract.
mine.
Subtract 4 from this, so
Will
no
be a
good.
miss.
And that's my turn.
Alrighty. Now we are going to go to their turn. They're going to continue to delay until after the tick because I've read through Commanded Animal. It only allows the animal to do actions on its next turn, so he's going to wait for it to get closer. As he rides it here, he's going to ride it up as the tick just, on its own, wants to come up and try to attack Kiba there. It's a little hypostome, it's a little like mandibles there, tries to snap them into you, but you're able to just barely pull back as it misses there. It's going to go for one more strike. 2 on the dice, no cutting it there. Now we will go to their leader.
Finally, now you get in. You look dangerous. I can't have that.
They're going to strike at Giraffe there. 17 on the dice will be a definite hit.
The
9.
striker is going to take 1 cold damage because I have that potion of cold retaliation on.
When did you put that on?
Last session.
Last
It
session
says
was it?
unlimited duration.
Well, it
Ah.
won't have an unlimited duration. That's just what the spell effect would have.
Okay.
The actual
mind.
duration for Cold Retaliation is... would have been a minor one. 1 minute. So yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Because I'm like, huh, this has an unlimited duration. Okay. I mean, I guess if it's like sunscreen, it will stay on for a while.
Nothing will have an unlimited duration like that. But, yeah. Either way, Glimpse of Redemption comes out. They are going to take the Enfeebled 2 to deal still some damage to Giraffe here. 5.
All right.
I did take it, no, put it on the... There we go.
Wow. Was that it?
I'll show you more.
15. Still actually going to be a miss because of that Enfeebled. Otherwise, they would have hit.
Aw, thank you, Runt.
A little bit weaker. Kiba sort of trying to get them to see some redemption in their actions. Actually works for that one. They're gonna slash back at then Kiba, since they don't really have anything else to do. That'll be... Wait a minute. This is a hit against Kiba. You went to minus 10. Yeah, I didn't add the multiple attack penalty. That is a miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
So that'll be their turn. As we go to this one, they're going to try to get around and get into a flank against Kiba here. And strike out.
Bring it.
This will be a hit.
Maybe a little less.
3 damage there. Quite small. As they do get another hit in here, because you're clumsy and flat-footed, they'll do some more damage. Another 5 as well, as they're slashing and sort of biting at your legs, essentially. You're not able to get through because of the clumsy sort of environment around you, the roots next to you. This one here...
Now I have friends.
This is the one that ran. They're going to strike at Giraffe here, going to miss because of that parry being up. Otherwise would have hit. Clangs off of the main gauche as you deflect it. The second strike sort of is overextended. They're able to miss there. No attacks going through. Now finally, we go to this one here. They're going to try and also get a little bit more of a surrounding... Actually, no, they can get a flank right here because of their ally up to the left. So going under the roots there and going to strike at Kiba.
Get around them.
Miss on the first strike. Miss on the second with a 2. That'll be their turns going back to the top. Giraffe, you're up.
Yeah. I'm getting better at it. Anyways, I'm gonna target the tick, and I'm gonna double slice.
Alright. Take a sort of being ridden by that midfoot there. That leader grabbles, roll to strike. It shouldn't be enfeebled actually because it was accidental. That'll be a hit. Slicing down at the giant thing there, it takes some damage, but this thing looks pretty tough as well.
Huh, that's interesting. I should apply some bleed.
Alright.
My second attack's with the main gosh.
This will be a hit, and it will trigger, I think, the venom on the main gosh as well.
yeah.
So this time...
That was
does
not
take-
enough for a crit, though.
Not
I did
enough for a
not-
crit.
I did not roll
Yeah.
damage there.
Oh wait, yeah, sorry, I got a little bit
Don't roll my
autopilot.
damage. Don't take this from me.
It still rolled 6, so it's still gonna be 6 damage.
It's different.
But unfortunately, with its saving throw, 18 total, it does succeed against the poison just barely.
Lastly, I'm going to parry.
Alright. Seems like this tick, its best status is going to be its fortitude.
Huh.
Oh boy.
Either way.
Well, I'll just keep this leg for you.
Oh wait. We still have one more action on you, Giraffe.
My last action was to parry.
Oh, right,
'cause I
right,
did
okay.
double slice.
Parenth, we go to you now.
So
Love parry.
this boss guy here, he is holding a trident.
Mm-hmm.
Is that correct? Is that his only weapon at a glance?
Seems so.
I'm gonna cast grease on his trident.
Okay.
First, I'm using drain bonded item to do so. So he will need to make a acrobatics check or reflex save.
So if you
Looks like you
if you target
Got
an
a
intended-
signature spell.
Mm-hmm. If you target an intended object, the creature must attempt an acrobatics check or reflex save. On failure, the holder takes penalties. So it's gonna roll its reflex. Ethan
Your
dice.
turns. If you
Unfortunately,
ever need some grease on my machines, I'll come directly to you.
total of 19, I think, is still going to be past your DC.
Yep, unfortunately.
They're going to be pretty agile, as these Mitflits have been. One more action, though.
Alright. That had to be a reach spell as well, so that's
Oh,
all
yeah.
I can do.
Gaz, we go to you.
Gaz is gonna step downwards and gonna help out Kiba by pummeling the bitchlets there.
Mhm. We're trying to pummel in, that'll be a hit. For a total of 9 damage to it. It barely holds up, it's got a bloodied nose, sort of punched in. They're still standing though.
Come on, get out of the way already. Second strike.
They try to turn glare in their eyes, they are going to deflect the blow. So that'll be your turn. Move, strike.
Yep.
Yarm.
Alright. Yarm is going to start his turn off by trying to recall knowledge about this tick.
Okay. This tick will require a nature check.
Gotcha.
Trying to figure out what it can do, perhaps what it's gonna be weak to. You do roll enough to get a success, so what one thing do you want to know about it? Or
Oops, sorry, that was the one.
okay.
Sorry, ignore that. Yeah. I would like to know if there's any special abilities it has.
Special ability. So this tick, once it strikes someone, it'll automatically attach themselves to them. It won't grapple them, but it'll be like grapple where they become flat-footed, and forced movement can break it. When they're attached, it'll start draining blood.
Watch out. It may be big, but it can still latch onto you like a normal tick and drain your blood dry.
Ew.
The vampire.
Thanks for the warning.
All ticks are vampires. And then Yarm is gonna go ahead and get his valet, little familiar, to put 2 dread amples into his hands.
Mhm.
And then use his last action to target the leader, Midflake here, with a dread ample strike in the top left corner
Sure.
of his square.
Natural 20, there it is. Finally.
Oh,
Very crit.
that was
I like
great.
that.
Very nice.
As you sling this bomb over, they do take 5 damage from it, but they're also going to take that 2 frightened as well, as they look fairly weakened at this point. Their defense is down further. Each of the others takes 1 splash damage.
Right. That's it for Yarm's turn.
As that bottle of liquefied fear just smashes into them. Kiba, you see a moment of weakness in them.
Interesting. So that's the main guy. However, he's frightened. I feel like I should take advantage of this.
Okay.
I'll try to get over there to the other side. And try to take advantage of this guy's terrible state.
Okay.
Going after the big boss.
You guys might hear some feedback real quick. I need to see if the stream is loud enough.
Okay, let me check.
Testing. Testing.
I can't. Oh wait.
wanna-
Yeah,
do
it's supposed
what?
to be good. Okay, let me check.
Checking
He
the
wants to know if
audio.
the stream is loud enough.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh wait.
wanna-
It sounds
what?
good to me.
Checking
He
the
wants to know if
audio.
the stream
Okay.
is loud
Yeah, it does seem.
Yeah.
I'll close it there. There we go. Okay, so Kiba. As you strike
Okay.
in,
Oh, please do good.
this will definitely hit. Roll the damage.
Very nice.
So you crash the cold iron hatchet into them. They're not going to take just 8, they're going to take 10 total damage from the blow, as their cold iron weakness, well, it's not going to be helpful to them, certainly.
I believe the venom is still on that cold iron hatchet.
It certainly might be. Yeah, I don't recall you using it, so I'll roll the fortitude. Which, while they're frightened and such, they have a lesser roll. This will be a certain failure. I was going to take that 1d8 poison damage, total of 5 more to them. Once these poison once they apply, they can be pretty rough.
Yeah, they stick.
That being said, anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if this is enough for me to get actually hit with my second attack.
Sure. That is a hit because they are frightened too. They wouldn't have hit otherwise. To have 8 more damage, to have 10 damage there because the weakness, they're looking pretty rough because, yeah, they took some hefty blows there. Distracted, frightened, all that.
And there we go, that's it.
Now we go to the tick, which is going to try to lash back at Kiba. He's riding on the back of 3 on the dice there, not going to be helpful. This one though, 14, because you are still clumsy in this encroached environment, sort of small environment, this will hit. This tick sort of lashes onto you, it's going to deal 8 damage to you. And I need a fortitude save, as probably some disease is carried with these ticks.
Oh, I bet.
Bad memories of this.
Okay.
24, I'll take it.
I'll keep that in mind. So, as they latch onto you, they have latched onto you, and Grabbles is also riding on it still. So, like so. For the purpose of it, they're all in the same space.
Gremlin riding a tick, riding Kiba.
Mm-hmm.
How would flanking work with this?
You could still be on both sides of Kiba, and it would still flank them, because they're all in the same space.
This would be a great time to finish it off.
It's also going to try to drain your blood. 1 damage to you, Kiba. Creature that has its blood drained is drained. 1 as well. You take 1 more damage on top of it because of the drain value, reducing your current and max HP by 1. It also heals itself by the same amount. Just a little bit there. That'll be all 3 actions. Now we go to Gravels. Since he has been put here,
Finally, I get the chance to kill.
well, not there. I'm gonna go for another one. Not there, as the infield, oh wait, that just makes it a crit fail, yeah. They're not having a good time trying to lash back at Kiba for dealing so much damage to them. They're gonna try for 1 more. Multiple attack penalty, they don't have anything else to do as they're riding on the back of the creature. Yeah, no dice there. They just miss. Go to this one here. It's going to try to attack Gaz, using their Vengeful Anger, which will give them a little bit of bonus to damage. Let's see if they can hit first. They can't hit on the 2. Going for a second, slashing out the little short sword there. This will just barely hit. Adding on that extra Vengeful Anger damage, 5 to Gaz. They're going to go for 1 more. They don't have any reason not to just make a flurry of attacks. They stumble forward and miss there. That'll be their turn. This one here, likewise, just going to make attacks as they might against Kiba. First attack, 18.
Giraffe?
Or, Giraffe, yes. That'll be a hit. You haven't hit him, right? They've not taken any damage from you?
No, not from me specifically.
2 damage there.
I'm just gonna negate it.
Alright, 0 damage there.
Cool, thank you.
And field on their next attacks and their poor rolls is going to mean they miss as they just lunge forward, trying to strike through your guard. They just can't get through.
I'd feel bad, but I really don't.
This one here is going to sort of close the gap. Try to strike a Giraffe again. Miss. A hit, I believe, and a miss. So
Wait, they attacked 3 times after stepping?
Correct. So the third one wouldn't have hit, or wouldn't have been happening, but the second attack, the one that hits, still hits. You take 2 damage there. So you're able to deflect a lot of these blows, sort of the clang of your main gosh against their attacks is heard, but some of those attacks do get through anyway. Can't be
Hey
everything.
Giraffe, they got the one blocking the way, and I'll be able to probably help Kiba.
No, I'm going for Kiba. You take care of these mooks.
excuse me? Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna step towards Kiba.
Okay.
Like, can you
Step there.
step through that?
Yeah, you can go corner to corner.
Okay.
Cool. And targeting the tick, specifically its head, because I don't like that it's messing with my friend. I'm gonna double slice with my Mombele and Mangosh.
All right.
Crit time?
It's still attached, so
Goodness.
it's a very interesting visual.
Yeah.
Have you ever taken a tick off before?
Well, this will be a hit. We'll
the
find
head
out.
stays attached still.
Yes, I know. Damage.
So you slice into that tick. It takes another 8, but it's holding on. For dear life.
Mangosh.
This will also be a hit. Very
Is
close
it
to
a
a
crit?
crit, but not so.
Oh, I'm so
So
tempted to reroll.
close.
I don't want to be greedy. So-
Hold on. Something I'm forgetting. Tick is flat-footed while it is attached to somebody else. Kiba is also flat-footed because they've been attached too. So,
Okay, so-
main gauche attack would be a crit.
I'm gonna use my
Oh my
Owlbear
god.
claw so that this applies bleed.
Mm-hmm. 10 damage there. As you, well, attempt to bleed them, you just rip into them and, well, they just fall dead. So pulling
Oh.
off from Kiba. As they do
Okay.
fall off, Kiba does take 1 damage there.
Ouch.
But the now dismounted enemy is going to fall prone next to it.
Nice.
Oh, what a shame.
That'll
How many
be
layers of debuff are you on right now, man?
lots.
Taking debuffs like drugs. How many
Raven.
how many debuffs do you have, man?
So I did see that they should not be stupefied and clumsy because that's only a single round of that confusion that thing occurs, but I don't think it affected anything. They were already frightened. Speaking of, frightened would have reduced by 1 last time, and the enfeebled would have gone away because of Kiba doing it to somebody else. So they're a little bit better. Either way, Parent.
Hello, I'm going to zap
Mm-hmm.
the one right next to Gaz, and the one north of Draft.
Alright, trying to take out the weaker ones. One rolls a natural 20. The other rolls
This keeps
pretty
happening.
poorly, but do roll the damage because one still succeeded. Didn't critically succeed, so they'll take half damage.
Where'd my attack go? There it is.
Oh wait, it didn't matter because they are at 1 health. The one that succeeded still is fried there, making way for Gaz to approach. Gaz.
Thank you. And now, he's going to step down and with Giraffe acting as a wall, he's just going to like pummel the poor gremlin in front of him.
Mm-hmm. That is a hit.
And I'm surprised that actually hit.
Oh,
Pleasantly
Pummeling to them
surprised.
there. 14.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Huh. 14 damage to them. As you slam the pantograph or the gauntlet, those mining drills into them. Yeah, they fall to the ground.
This probably isn't gonna work, but can I reach from here?
Yeah.
Oh. In that case, I will do another attack.
Yeah, any square that is within 10 feet. Even
Yeah,
even the
medium
corner
strong.
squares. So for example,
Oh my.
Oh,
Pretty.
all of that would be basically within your reach there.
I see.
So, roll the crit.
Beautiful.
They weren't expecting a blow from the side there. Your gauntlet just slams across into them, extended out. It cracks into their skull as they're trying to get up from the ground there, and they fall to the ground, back, prone, dead.
I need to iron out that kink, or else that could hurt someone.
Now, all that remains is just that one that had run originally and warned them.
normally I would give you a chance to run away, but actually I hate you. So, Yarm tries to kill it with a Dragon Pull strike.
Okay.
Wait, I see it. It's not currently running.
That is a
Uh-huh.
hit. Slinging off a ampule there will take 3 off of them. And frighten them as well, making it easier for your allies to perhaps kill them. What else do you do?
Then he's gonna get his valet to get a hand crossbow in one hand and a dread in the other.
Mm.
And then he's going to, let's see, one. Okay, let me just 15 feet,
Mm.
10 feet of tough terrain because of walking through giraffe, right?
I don't run that, it's just, you can walk
Oh,
the
okay.
others.
Alright, it gets over to here. It's not quite far enough, but it's something.
Sure. Just gonna move this guy.
It's the first turn.
Alright, Kiba. They're a bit frightened, looking to run again. What do you do?
Well, I don't think I can get a good flank. Because that looks like the wall up there.
Yeah, too much of a wall.
Yeah.
So I'll get up and I'm gonna take this guy out.
Sure. See if you can.
See, that's the enfeeble effect, but maybe I can lower that with intimidate.
They're already intimidated. They're already
Very
frightened.
frightened, yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that under my blue circle.
Yeah.
Then a strike.
2 on the dice.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna use the hero point for that. I'm gonna try my second strike, and if the second strike,
Let's see. Still, unfortunately, is a miss, as
no.
try as you might, they're scampering around, sliding underneath your attacks, but an 18 will hit.
18.
Your indignation, your anger, allows you to strike one more time, trying to chop into them. They would have not died from 4, but because they are weak to cold iron, chisels into them, burns into them, they fall to the ground.
I almost
Destroyed.
didn't kill him.
That is the end of that encounter.
I'm rolling so badly today.
I think everyone is kind of, except for
Giraffe.
Giraffe,
Doing
yeah.
pretty well.
Giraffe is stealing all of the crits as a mage.
I like this dynamic.
Just gonna pull
Wonderful.
these guys back
Thank you
into
for
the
showing them no mercy.
Ooh,
That means a lot to
tried
me.
it.
But
Kiba tried showing them mercy. It kind of
That
didn't
was-
work out for them.
That was awesome.
Wonder, is there a feat I could take that allows me to switch my weapons out faster?
quick draw.
Quick draw.
Okay, cool. I'll have to look into that.
Good job.
Micmac comes up from behind there.
Oh,
Wait.
you're still here.
I see it. There it is.
They're gonna rush over to the table where Yarm already is. You both can recognize that sound. Gonna move you real quick. On this table of like a checkerboard cloth and some dirt and sticks and mud sort of like poked into it, some sort of like war plan, you see a paper being weighed down by a little perched, sort of like draconic scaly figure of some sort. You know this, of course, as Old Sharptooth, Yarm.
Wow. They did have it.
I was expecting something a bit bigger than that.
No, this is an idol. This is only for worship. We need it to be small so it can fit in our homes.
Exactly. You understand.
As he picks up the ivory statuette, you guys realize, at least those of you trained in religion, you realize something isn't really right about it. Those trained in religion, roll me a religion check.
I am, yeah. Let's do that.
I'm also trained in religion.
Oh, there's a good roll.
You can be very easily recognize that this is this isn't really a kobold. Yeah, to a kobold it might look like a kobold, but it is actually a horned devil crouching, wings spread, looking pretty vicious.
I'm sorry. What exactly did you say that was again?
Is Kobold God. Worship.
The best god.
Um, what do you mean by kobold god?
That's a
It's his
kobold.
old shark tooth.
Old
He's our god.
Old
to
Sharptooth
protect
was
us.
kobold from long ago who had wings, ascended to godhood.
That's not a kobold.
Of course it is. Look, has wings, has scales, has claws.
It's just like me, doesn't?
No, that looks more like a devil.
A what?
Does it not? Tell me I'm not the only one thinking that.
Not big on religion. Sorry, pal. Can't help you.
I wouldn't know, but I wanted to argue about it. They seem pretty stubborn about it, anyways.
What's a devil?
See,
Hmm. Where do we even begin with such an answer?
But you found, you take back.
He sort of hands it over to Yarm there. As well, Yarm, you're on that other side of the table. You also see a burlap sack that seems to be brimming with something, some things that are certainly shiny there. I'm gonna pull out some loot.
Ooh.
Lots of gold, lots of
hey,
silver.
old Sharptooth is worth 25 gold pieces. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sacred relic. It's like the
That's why
corpse
it's
of
worth so
Jesus Christ
much.
itself.
I don't think that looks very much like you guys at all.
That is very clearly a horned devil.
I don't know. I see the
Yeah.
resemblance.
If Old Sharptooth is a horned devil, then are we horned devils too?
Is kobold.
No,
I mean, in one sense of the word, yeah.
Maybe kobolds are horned devils.
How many kobolds you see? How many devils you see?
I see 3 kobolds. Why?
I don't see any old devils around here. How do you know what one looks like?
Because I know how to read books, and I have read descriptions of them.
Now, if you want to read this.
Points to the piece of paper underneath of Old Sharptooth there.
Oh, I overlooked this. I'll take a read.
But as that statuette was weighing down that scrap of paper, you do see the scribblings and markings of the kobold or the gremlins and notes here, and it is labeled sort of with 2 columns, one us and one labeled them. The us column lists only 2 things: kobold statue and lots of spear tips and coins. You guys found a couple of spear tips in there, but they weren't very useful. The them column lists magic dust, lots of coins, and shiny human ring.
Them might be the elk.
Them is
Lord.
us.
Oh, means the kobolds. Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
They stole statue from us.
Oh, we have the shiny human ring.
I don't know.
I guess we go there for the ring.
Maybe.
I think it's certainly a rare trade probably for the ring at this point.
Well, if you take statue back, you can get lots of things, lots of shinies. I guide you. I take you to Sootscale. Home.
If we have someone who isn't kind of banished, we might be able to get in.
We can go there and kill Purple One too.
That's your business.
With statue should be good. Very good. I think we kill all Gremlins, right? All of them. Because I haven't noticed any others.
If there are any others, they would be down in the centipede pit.
Parent, you go and take a look. Yeah, they probably wouldn't go down there. You see the carcass of that big centipede sort of like stuffed back down there. It seems like they moved it back for some reason. But you don't see any other gremlins.
I'm not seeing anything else down here, guys.
Let's get out of this dump then.
Alright, as you guys are leaving, I will give you the experience that you had earned. That is a total of another 60 and 80, so 140. You should be at 540 there.
You're telling me that tick encounter was equivalent to the giant centipede.
Mm? There are a lot of enemies.
I mean, to be fair, it did like apply drain, which is something, honestly. We're lucky it only got one off.
They can be
It
pretty
would only
nasty.
get one off because there's a lot of action attacks to unattach and reattach to someone else, I'm pretty sure.
All depends, you know. There's just some encounters that'll be a lot tougher, just because of the different abilities you guys have versus their abilities. Some groups will have a really tough time with that.
So imagine if we like managed to cross the gorge in the last session and like found ourselves with a back there and the friggin' boss on the other end.
Well, you guys cleared it out. So, I'm gonna move you guys back up as you make your way out from the depths of the Old Sycamore and finally find yourselves back in the sunlight of the Stolen Lands.
It's good to be out from that hellhole.
A little bit dirty, worse for wear, but otherwise feeling alright.
I was about to go for a little exploring. Nice little relaxing stroll, huh?
Well, where are the kobolds located? That's what we need to find, right?
We are southeast. Here we're down here near river.
Right past river,
Alright.
yeah.
Let's go.
We should probably tend to our wounded first, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
I still need to fix up my gear too.
Yeah, you guys take, over the course of an hour, keep it can very easily. Lay on hands, everyone.
Excellent. I shall do so.
So, as you do, I think at this point we'll take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in a second here. So, let me just, I'm not going to mute the stream, but I am going to put up a little like icon or something that says we're on break here. But yeah, I'll see you guys back in 5 minutes.
Sounds great.
Was the Aldori Manor like a what's it called? A milestone level up, or did it generally have enough XP in there? Get us to level 2.
I believe it generally had enough XP in there, if I remember correctly.
It got you to 750, and you got the rest during your travel to Oblegs.
Let me see.
How can I make this smaller?
Ooh, making steady progress in our experience.
Really looking forward to skunk bombs.
Yeah, I'll be wait, AFK for a bit. See you guys back.
Alright. Wonder if the stream still can hear us.
Hello, stream. Can you hear us?
We could say things behind Corvus's back, and he won't see it till he starts editing.
We could say them behind our watchers' backs as well, if they can't hear us.
Ooh. Well, if you're hearing us and editing, Corvus, thank you for running the game. I actually don't have anything bad to say. Just little sneaky for you.
Our party is
Oh.
starting to really come together. Like everyone is sort of trying to figure out
Oh, yeah.
the role.
Roll, yeah.
We're getting better in that area. Much better. I'm trying
Oh,
to.
the
I'm
stream-
finally like figuring out how I'm working.
The stream still hears us. Oh no. Quick, everyone, act innocent.
Act innocent. I'm planning on grabbing Blightburn bombs and mustard powder.
No, we're not mustard gassing people. We draw the line at chemical warfare.
That's literally Yarm's whole shtick.
Oh,
That's literally the point of the alchemist.
I mean, technically, everything in a human body is a chemical, so it's a
All
fighting
warfare is
shtick as well.
chemical.
Is this?
You know, at the end of the day, chemics break down the physics, and all wars require physics, especially the chemistry of gunpowder and of forging steel. So, all warfare is chemical.
You know what they say? Warfare is based.
I'm still like keeping a silly little tool in my back pocket, and I'm very excited to be able to use it at some point. If I ever get to use it, that is.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Nothing
Cool.
happened.
Yeah, we'll get back into it once we see Kiba and Parent back here.
I'm here.
Alright.
Since we had a lot of discussion about it before, we should like probably rank our party in terms of smelliness because there's a lot of debate on whether giraffe is the most smelly.
Yarm is number one.
I'm here as well now.
Specifically because of all the chemicals you use. Stinky.
No, they're like antiseptics.
Stinky.
Okay, so it sounds like we're all here now.
Yeah, we're all here. So, with you guys healing up, Kiba sort of laying on hands, healing up those wounds, Micmac then begins to guide you all to the southeast, through the hills of the Greenbelt here. And as you get closer to the river, you can sort of catch glimpses of it as you're going over some of the hills here. You do finally end up about a little bit like 2 hours after midday. You find yourselves going up to a more rocky hill here where you see this little this entryway of rocks, stones, sort of like cragged up together next to each other, but it's human-sized at the very least. Ceilings are larger than you would have expected for a kobold's home. So we're gonna actually move you guys over to a new scene here. If I can find it, there it is.
Oh, I thought some creepy music started coming in because of this long, drawn-out note. Then I thought for a second, like, oh wait, that's a train.
Oh
So yeah,
gosh.
that happened.
Place to get down.
Never change.
Thank
The
you.
arm. Torches are making everything very bright out here.
Oh boy, we should remove that.
Yeah, you can do it
Remove
so
that.
by unchecking the checkbox on your character sheet on the Encounters tab.
That torch is probably burned out by now.
Yeah.
Or just lit. There we go. Never realized I was there.
And Micmac.
Ah, home sweet home.
Yes, it is. Vaulted ceilings, great place. Old mine of big people. Long ago. No intruder. It's me, Micmac. And don't shoot if you see other.
You see them shouting into this sort of a little outcropping here. You find another kobold, one that seems a little bit more equipped with a crossbow there. Looking over, this is Nakpik, as you recognize him, Yarm. Usually the door guard here.
Nactic still looking out as always.
You bring treason. You bring exile. Why? They saved old Sharptooth. Look.
Got
Yeah.
all Sharptooth back.
Pull it out and show him.
Oh, and you bring others as well. Gremlins taken. You should go see Chief Sootscale. Go right ahead. Oh, and
fun.
avoid the traps here. They are, you know about them, but the other big people don't.
Or hidden traps, sort of deadfalls. Lying up there.
Is purple one in here?
There, yes. Other shaman in back. But Chief Sootscale up front, you know where to find.
Yeah.
And I guide. Come.
I assume we could just walk around the deadfall traps.
Yeah. You guys do find yourselves walking through an old abandoned mine. These ceilings making it a lot easier for you to walk around, so Clumsy is not on Kiba or Giraffe here anymore.
Well, about to ask.
It sure looks like a very well tuned and carefully planned map for an encounter.
Friends here.
You pass by some of the other sort of front guards here. These kobolds seem to be a little bit more organized than the gremlins were.
Oh, that's good.
Parenth waves at the kobolds as he walks past.
Wait, is that a dragon? Yes, it's dragon, just, later, okay? Not now. We have old Sharptooth. Sharptooth is god. God is better than dragons.
Yes, indeed.
You know where our shrine is, it's up there, but, don't go there, blood stuff. We go this way. Squeeze through here.
See these like narrow passages with different rocks sort of
Big tunnels
making
like
up.
meerkats.
Yeah, Parenth is taking a good look as they go past any sort of tunnel for anything remotely interesting.
You're looking around. Roll me a perception check. You don't see that much that's of note to you. Neither do you, Giraffe.
Alright.
I suppose I should give one since I am using that as well.
Sure.
Kobolds, look. We come with good things.
You guys come into this room, this open, what seems to be commons room for these kobolds. You do see many of them, sort of sitting around, chewing on fish bones and other things. But there are more beds than there are kobolds, and even if half of them were away doing something else, it seems like there's been a number done on their population from this war. As they sort of give way to allow you guys to come in here, you guys see Micmac sort of rush up to the tent here.
Chief Sootscale, I'm back with friends, with Yarm, old Shaman. But they bring good things. Look, old Sharptooth.
And as he's shouting in, you see this older kobold with a sort of frilled skull hat and a scepter in one hand and a club in the other step out.
Slow down. What do you mean? You... Yarm. Why have you come? We exiled you.
Well, I heard that the gremlins took old Sharptooth again, so I went ahead and got it back.
I see. You bring the idol of our god back. But that god is not one I have been enjoying serving ever since the new shaman came along.
You still hate the new shaman, don't you?
They kicked me out of my den first and foremost, but they also make us sacrifice our own kin, telling us that old Sharptooth desires their souls. I don't
That
buy
new
it.
New shaman is a phony. I will always be loyal to you, Chief. But that new shaman must go.
Perhaps. Hand me the statue.
Yorm pulls it out and gives it over. No idea where to put it exactly to hand it over.
Yeah, just you would be deleting it.
Okay.
He promised a curse, should we not? Enact Sharptooth's will. That we would all turn yellow and die.
Well, I've been exiled and I'm very not yellow or dead.
True.
He sort of takes it in his hands. He gives the statue a fierce look of concentration as he sort of turns it over in his claws.
No longer!
He raises it into the air and then slams it down to the earth, shattering this sort of ivory statuette into many different pieces on the floor there.
You returning this statue to us. And what has happened so far is not because of Sharptooth. It's because of you. You and your friends.
What?
Now we will be free of this curse. If there's no God, then there's no curse.
This is taking quite an interesting turn, hasn't it?
Yorm is kind of speechless.
You understand why the Idol was so important? Why we couldn't have the Gremlins steal it, why it was so important when they did steal it. The God's influence comes through the Idol. He can't hear us if we don't have it. And now they won't. I will not worship a God that thinks that sacrifices must be made of its own kin. Nor will I follow a shaman like that one, Tartuk.
Parent speaks up. So your shaman has been sacrificing people? Your own people?
Our own. To stave off the curse, he said, but he would only do it to those who would question his actions. I was the only one who could really question it without fear of reprisal, since I still have many kobolds, many of our kin, loyal to me. And I still do now.
As he looks around at the other kobolds, they all sort of like raise their spears.
No more, Tartuk! No more! Will you help me depose that shaman and return you to your rightful place?
I always wanted to. I have brought allies even. We have many on our side. We will win.
Hiya.
We shall.
And as he is turning to go somewhere, you do see a figure starting to approach from around the corner to the north there. The other kobolds sort of like give way as you hear whispers.
Tartuk, he heard. He's there.
The other kobolds sort of rushing off as you do see what seems to be a purple kobold. And as this kobold rounds the corner, they have two others that seem to be their compatriots, their fanatics, their loyal followers. But the purple kobold stops for a moment as soon as he sees the rest of you guys, then continues on as if nothing happened.
What is this I hear about treason then? What do you think you're doing back
The one
here?
that looks like a turnip.
I'm here to finish the job.
Finish the job. You couldn't finish anything when you were back here. You couldn't finish your rituals. That's why I was reinstated as your shaman. Not you. Your potions, other things, they pale in comparison to the real powers. the arcane magics that I wield.
Your magics are nothing before a hyena with a big knife. That's my true power, to make allies.
I
That's
have a...
true.
Sorry.
Don't power of friendship this. Come on.
I have made allies of my own. These kobolds, they need me. They require my worship.
Aren't you killing them? That doesn't sound like a very good idea, or good for their health, for that matter.
I'm bad at math, and I can tell that you're even worse, Turnip Head.
You're not a Sootscale.
They are our kind reproduces quite easily. Of course we can do that.
Gas sort of like narrows his eyes at the kobold, since he's like hearing something very familiar in his voice.
I thought your usurper was supposed to be a Sootscale.
I am a Sootscale. Just because I have a different scale color doesn't mean anything.
He is no true Sootscale. He never has been.
It doesn't matter. I have powers. You don't. Step back, leave, and never return again, and maybe you'll survive this encounter.
I should be saying the same to you.
Bork.
I don't believe we'll be letting these kobolds be sacrificed to you any longer.
Is you searching? Roll your perception checks. Sharp, Chief Sootscale sort of like, bracing himself there, almost ready to push forward, but allowing the conversation to continue. Neither side seeming to want to push at the moment. Giraffe, though, with your keen eyes watching this whole situation, you see that Tartuk is starting to pull something from their pouch, trying to stealthily pull it out.
He's pulling something out. What are you doing, Turnip Head?
Doing what needs to be done. Eviscerating you.
And I need your guys' initiative as he pulls out a scroll and tries to start reading it off quickly. He's going to roll Arcana for his initiative.
Should I...
Boy.
Should I take my perception as my initiative? What I rolled there? Can I?
No, because it was blind.
Okay. That's a good point. Perception initiative makes sense.
Okay. This.
Oh, and it's past
I'm not
8:30,
showing
so another hero point.
Mm-hmm. So you won't be part of combat. The other kobolds seem to be sort of confused which side they should take. Micmac is on your side. So I'm gonna roll everyone's initiatives.
I'm so sad we didn't get a long rest.
Yeah, you guys rested really early and then went through there pretty easily. As they're pulling at this scroll, trying to read it off, you guys are pretty quick after Giraffe's warning to get ahead of it. Kiba, we start with you.
Oh, I'm going before him. I'm gonna let everyone know that I'm gonna try to disarm, charge straight towards Turnip Head. Radish
10
face.
feet? 10 feet.
Don't worry about the shaman. I think I can help out a little with what he's preparing.
I'm going straight into a demoralize followed by an attack on Tartuk.
Alright. Certainly going to be a failure there.
What is this idiot saying?
And that'll be a miss as well. As your glaive glances off of them, they seem to be affected by mage armor that will deflect it.
Holy moly.
Take him down fast.
Don't worry, I got a plan.
Gaz, your turn.
Puffing his chest out, Gaz just sort of like strolls up next to Tartuk and tries to grapple him. With
Okay.
a free hand. Athletics.
Get your hands off of me!
Miss there, as a 6 on the dice is not going to cut it. They're able to pull away at the last moment.
The roll disappeared. I can't even hero point that.
Oh, well, just roll another athletics. Roll another grapple.
I have no idea why rolls keep disappearing on my end.
It might be lag or something like that. But with that roll, 12 again, it's not going to cut it. You're not able to get a reach on him and grab a hold.
Curses and simply tries to overdrive him as last action.
Mm-hmm. Will be a success, though. You turn the gears into action a lot easier in this environment here for you. So now we go to this Sootscale Scout. Yeah, I know they show us green and red in the top there, but you know, that's just part of the weirdness. Anyway, they're going to make a little hurried retreat behind Tartuk and then make a shot at Gaz with their crossbow.
Death to betrayers! Evil ones, not good kobolds.
They're going to hit Gaz there.
Oh,
Jesus.
That'll be 7 damage to Gaz. And they're going to reload as their third action for that. Yarm.
these kobolds are not messing around. Careful.
Alright. Yarm is going to use his first action to try to recall knowledge about Tartuk's abilities as a fellow shaman.
Be a society check.
Alright. I forgot why I have such high society.
It's because it's just humanoids. It's usually what it controls or targets there. You really can't tell much about them. You didn't interact with them too much.
Apart from trying to kill them at one time, but
Well, yeah,
Oh, well.
You don't know much about them.
well, that's fine. Yarm is going to head right up north here, and with a dread ampoule in hand, first he quickly asks this one, "Hey, do you like Chief Sootscale more, or do you like Tartuk more?"
Bad kobolds die! Tartuk!
Okay. And then Yarm is gonna go ahead and toss a dread ampoule target on this dude at the top right corner of his square.
Okay.
Oh, goodness.
This will be a miss, but we'll do 1 damage to both of them.
Yep.
As the bomb explodes next to them, anything else, or is that it?
That's it for his turn. No
Alright.
actions.
You're gonna Micmac.
I help. I help. Here you go. Stab.
Rushes up, tries to stab at Tartuk. Definitely misses, just glances off the mage armor.
Almost hit was a 20 on my screen.
Miss as well as Micmac's not the best combatant there.
I distract them. Go.
Give
Chief.
me an opening, little man. Talking to the chief.
Go ahead then. Go. He's gonna delay for you, Giraffe.
Alrighty, I'm going to step forward. Not step, stride. And I want to just try to disarm this scroll that he's trying to read out.
Okay, remember that you can only disarm on a critical success. Regular success on disarm only gives them -2 to attacking with that weapon.
You're,
Okay,
you're better,
well-
you're better off just seizing him and
Grappling
holding him.
him. Yeah, manhandle him.
If
He
I-
likes that.
So since it's an attack, it would take a penalty if I do
Unless you
something.
take assurance.
Assurance won't work. Assurance generally doesn't work at all on athletics.
Wait, really?
Of equal level enemies, they generally have better.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But either way.
Okay, I'm gonna start by trying to disarm him with my Montbelay.
Okay.
That's athletics, right?
Mhm.
And if this doesn't work, I'm gonna go for a grapple. I have high strength.
Sure.
They both have attack, so you'll be taking app on the grapple.
I'm gonna
This-
hero point that.
Okay. Much better roll there. 24. This is against their reflex DC. Their reflex DC is 20 lesser than that. So, that is only a regular success. It makes it -2 to their further, like a +2 to your further attempts to disarm them, but that's not a critical success, so they still have it in hand.
Darn. Now I'm gonna use my jaws since they have the grapple trait to try and grapple him.
Okay. So this is at -5, because you did another activity with the attack trait.
I have that added on. And rolling.
Stomp.
Fight.
That's unfortunately a critical failure there.
Darn.
Critical failure on a grapple check means that they... I think they can just trip you. Let me see.
Oh.
Yep, there
Yeah,
are.
that's why you don't.
That's why I
What?
did.
Be careful about your map.
You try to sort of bite into them there, but they sort of use their leverage against you to throw you to the ground.
Oh, come on!
Wow, we're getting floored by a kobold.
Simple.
You are prone for the end of
Just
that.
lucky.
You get in there. Do better.
Chief Sootscale is going to bark orders at Kobold Ally.
Am I a Kobold ally?
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Can I
Alright.
be a Kobold ally?
Guys, all Kobold allies. Yep, you are an ally as well, even though you're not part of the Sootscale. So.
Okay, so it's not like a race. It's not like an ancestry thing.
All kobold
Yeah,
allies
before.
within 30 feet.
So, allies that are kobolds or allies of the kobolds?
All Kobold when it says Kobold allies, that means they have to be kobolds. Now, if it said allies of Chief Sootscale, then it would be everyone. It wouldn't specify Kobold allies. Either way. That being said, he is going to then throw his club at the fanatic in the back.
You've been bad. Not us.
But, shit. He's gonna throw it and it's gonna just like bounce off the wall there.
That's all I got.
Take your mask off. You might aim better.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you all put yourselves in a very good spot. Let's see how you can deal with this.
He starts reading off the scroll, using the somatic components of it as well. Cough.
Oh, that's an interact. That's an opportunity attack, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm really slow.
No problem.
You'll get there.
A lot to learn, but you'll get used to it. Roll out the strike.
Oh, sweeping
Crit.
strike underneath. Yeah, it's
Crit.
-2, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's still crit.
That is unfortunately a miss as you try to sweep out from the ground there. They read it off, and you see this globe of fire begin to form and then thrust out from them. They're going to cast their fireball scroll.
Oh no!
go figure.
I freaking knew it.
I'm toast.
Hold on a second.
Of
Is
all
this
the
just-
times for me to fail a roll, why did it have to be this one?
Be happy you rolled low on initiative, Parrot.
Alright, where does he place this burst? Does he burst himself? No, he will do it here. So that you can have everyone except for Yarm and his allies and himself. And a few of the other kobolds. So, I need everyone to make a reflex save.
Oh goody.
Yeah, I figured something like this might happen, so I went ahead and tried to surround him early.
Burn in fire.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good. Oh, kid.
Ugh.
Keep a...
Let me just.
There we go.
There we go.
Gaz avoids it completely, sort of diving out of the way. Or at least letting Kiba take the hit, because Kiba critically fails with a 7. Success on Giraffe, fail on Parent. I'm gonna roll the damage. And failure on the other 2 kobold allies.
Wait, did I get a success or a critical success?
You succeeded. Or, wait a minute. Yeah, you just regularly succeeded. So, 21 damage from this fireball, exploding out. Gaz, you avoid it completely. Kiba, unfortunately, you take 42 damage because of the crit fail. You just take it point blank. You're in the center of mass of it. You fall unconscious immediately and are dying too because of crit fail effect. Parenth, you took a regular failure, so you're still surviving. Giraffe, you took half. So you can click the half button in the chat there as well. Yeah, Chief Sootscale looks pretty bad, and Micmac is on the floor smoldering as well, dying 1.
No!
So he's also in dying state. He's not going to die immediately.
How
But,
dare you!
yeah. With that being said, though, they didn't get it sneakily, like, pulled out, so that's all 3 of their actions. 1 to pull out, 2 to cast the spell. As it explodes in the room there, it also took out a few other kobold bystanders, who probably just end up dead there.
If I can't have these kobolds, no one can.
Parenth.
He's going to die. Wait, would Yarm have reapplied poison and owlbear claws?
He's
to me?
out of poisons because we didn't rest.
Still the same day.
Oh shoot, we should have rested.
Parenth.
Hi. How's it going? I'm trying to figure this out 1 second. I think he's gonna have to drink a healing potion.
Okay. 1 action to pull, 1 action to drink. A lot of healing there. Shielding up as your 3rd action.
I guess.
Restoring yourself to full. You go to this little fanatic here. They're going to try to strike at Yarm.
You're bad, kobold. Bad. Strike.
Send in the dice. They're going to hit. Yarm, you do take 5 damage there. 2nd strike. Miss. 3rd. Probably a miss here. Yeah, even on 17. So as they sort of stab out a bunch of quick jabs, you are able to get hit once by them. Kiba, it's not going to be your turn until it is before Tartuk.
Yeah, it should be moved before.
So, that changed up the damn initiative. Let me just do this. There we go. So, that being said, what happened? There we go. Gaz, your turn.
Alright, so
Bark
you.
borders fell off, by the way, so...
Sorry, what? Which,
Sparkle.
Sparkle? What?
Bark borders fell off.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I changed this initiative, it sort of thought that initiative went. But anyway, I'll add that to you guys.
Yeah.
There you go. Gaz.
Alright, sucker, you ain't gonna pull this off again. And he's gonna grapple again.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, more effectively this time.
That'll be a success. As you do, grab onto them with your free hand there. They're not going anywhere.
Alrighty, you're with me now. And he
Thank you.
is going to simply strike with his 1 free hand.
Remember, this is that map.
Yep.
Unfortunately, a miss, as that mage armor is still helping them a lot there. Would have been a hit if without the multiple attack.
Yeah. Oh
3rd?
well, I'll just do a little help for you. And last action tamper.
Hmm?
Oh wait, I don't have a free hand, excuse me.
Yeah, you would be wielding the other thing in your gauntlet.
Yep. So, demoralize in that case. May as well.
Okay. 18 total, still going to be a failure against them. They seem to have
Ow.
pretty high will. Casters generally do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Go to this scout in the back. They're going to continue running back away from Yarm there. And take pot shots at them with a crossbow. 6 on the dice, though, is going to miss. As Yarm, you duck away, they reload as their 3rd. That'll be their turn. Yarm, back to you.
Yeah, Giraffe can move into this position afterwards, after Yarm leaves. He's going to, keep himself, keep pace with... actually... Yeah, he's gonna keep pace with that fella. Oh, is that a wall?
Sharp
can
tooth
he-
is above you.
Yeah, here we are. Alright. And then Yarm is going to go ahead and use that last dread ample in his hand to strike this fella again.
Mhm.
In the top left corner this time, so
Yep.
hopefully it'll spill over onto Tartuk.
This should be a hit. Yep. Roll the damage. So you crack that vial on them, they take 4. Tartuk takes 1,
Here.
and they are frightened 1 as well. It screams in their face, that purple cloud.
Nice.
Anything else?
Finally, Yarm is gonna go ahead and get his friendly valet to put a minor elixir of life in one hand and his crossbow in the other hand.
Alright, pulls them out. Slithers across your body to sort of like pick it up and then climbs up again. Yeah, it gets everything onto your hands. Giraffe,
That's the right turn.
we go to you.
The giraffe's a bit pissed off now. He's gonna use one action to step up.
Hmm?
And his other 2 to strike against the radish face.
Sure.
Sure you don't want to try flanking?
He's already flat-footed
Already
from the grapple.
flat-footed.
Oh, right. Right, he's grabbed.
I do appreciate you moving though.
Roll the attack. Striking out there, unfortunately, no. This will be a miss.
I'm gonna re-roll that with the hero point.
Sure. Just pulling back, trying to get a little bit of a better strike. 20 there, with them being flat-footed, is going to hit. Roll the damage.
Oh.
Lashing with the Mumbele there, that'll be 10 damage to them, but they seem quite formidable.
Come on. And now for my main gosh.
A quick strike into the side there. Let's see. 15 definitely hits. Roll the damage.
Mess him up.
Another quick stab. 8 more. Yeah.
Wow, I rolled max damage that turn. And that is my turn, by the way.
Yeah.
Slash stab as you get up there. We go to Chief Sootscale, who will now start running around. Get your ally up. Get. I'll get the lesser ones. He rushes around the side here, scampers towards the fanatic here, and strikes at them. Though this will be a miss with their club, or their scepter rather, as they still had that in one hand. As the third action, they will bark orders again to keep that effect going for Yarm and Gaz. It keeps going. Have to get rid of these smaller ones. Kiba, I need your recovery check.
Yep, here we go.
That is a success. You reduce your dying value by 1 down to dying 1. You still are sitting there. We go to Tartuk. I expected that to kill you. No matter. Let's try a little bit of this. They're going to... First... let's see... yeah, they have to try to escape first. Do they have a check to escape with? No. That sucks. So, what they're going to do instead is try to cast a spell, which will invoke a penalty. They have to roll a flat check of DC 5 when they're grappled to cast a spell with a somatic component.
Since it's a somatic component, would that be an interact?
Yep. Somatic components as part of spells are
So I'm going
triggering
to make an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Hopefully that interrupts.
They do get sort of away enough from Gaz's grab to try and continue casting it, but you just lash out with your anger there, Giraffe, and crit with a 30.
Yes!
19 is what you would need to get a crit here. 13 damage. Yeah, the natural 1 on the 1d6 is going to lower that. But with a crit on them trying to cast a spell, the spell is broken, shattered by your attack there.
Not again.
Nuh-uh.
Don't even think about it.
Get your grubby hands off. We're going to try to acrobatics check to, or not acrobatics, but use their unarmed penalty or unarmed attack to get out of it. Which, with the sickle in hand, is going to be like -2 to get their unarmed attack. They don't have an unarmed attack listed. 32 definitely allows them to escape.
Oh my god.
Good
What is that
grief.
bonus?
17.
Is he a...
Right there,
Why
he's
is it-
flanked. It's nice.
Why the hell did they put that there? Probably shouldn't be plus 17, but it's still going to be like plus 13 for a creature of this level, so...
Okay, because 17
Yeah.
seemed a bit high.
There isn't something in his stat block for it, so they just put something random in here when they put it into Foundry. Anyway, he does escape at the very least. Not critically, though, so he's going to stay put, but at least be free from the grapple. That'll be his turn. Not doing much at all. Parent, we go to you now.
Unfortunately, I am out of potions, and I am almost out of spell slots. This is a very difficult situation.
Grace.
I don't have.
He's out of spell slots.
Said he was almost out.
Doesn't work like a 5e.
I'm gonna shoot 3 magic missiles at this one guy on the side here.
The little kobold?
Yep.
Okay.
In the hopes of doing something.
Unleashing an array of magical missiles, slinging through your allies. 4, 5. And 5 is pretty much enough to send this one to the floor as they batter into him. That'll be them destroyed and your turn.
It is over.
No longer them, so I'll just remove them from initiative. There we go. And we go back to the top with Gaz. As they have broken free from your grasp, what do you do?
Get back here. And he's going to try and re-grapple him. He ain't going anywhere.
Now ready?
He's bullying this nerd.
Unfortunately, that is a failure. They're able to sort of slip away.
Damn it. No more nerd bullying. He is, in that case, going to try and simply step up a little bit
Okay.
on top of this corpse, and then he's going to strike.
Sure.
One-handed still, unfortunately, but still.
Oh yeah, Mech needs to be rolling his death saves.
That's what will the attack penalty. I forgot to include that.
That is going to certainly miss at that.
Yeah.
Mech. DC 11 actually would be his DC. Yeah, he's fine. He was only a dying one. Either way. You step, miss, try to grab onto them. They're avoiding your attacks. As you go to the scout again. They are going to do the same thing. Sort of retreat back. And now this time shooting at Gaz as they sort of show themselves, their backs to them. Crossbow shot. After they reload, they're going to miss that shot. Actually, no, they reloaded as the third last time, so they would still be reloading as their third this time. The crossbow bolt plinks off the stone walls. Yarm.
Alright. The armor's going to fire back with his hand crossbow against this fella here.
Mm-hmm.
I make use of that park orders. I have
Unfortunately,
no idea where the park orders went.
I don't know why it's not, but either way, +1 is not going to cut it for this attack.
Ah, bummer. Okay. Well, in that case, the armor is going to stride over here and replace Gaz as
Mhm.
he uses his last action to pour the elixir of life down Kiba's beak.
Okay. Chat and roll it for them. Hey, 1 healing is enough to put you
Yeah.
back up in combat here.
I'll take it.
So, that being said, you rush across, helping them. Giraffe, it's back to you.
No mercy for this kobold. Double strike, double slice again.
Sure. First strikeout, 2 on the dice.
Do I have... No, I'm out of hero points.
Mm-hmm.
Then on to the main gosh.
Sure. Sort of slices across, hits that mage armor, and this one as well, sort of slinging across it. Just not
And out of
cutting.
frustration, he's going to, at -10 multiple attack penalty, use his jaws to try and bite.
Okay. Angrily biting at them.
Bite.
Still going to miss. as there's just not enough leeway to get that strike in there with a multi-attack like that. So, we now go to Chief Sootscale again.
Annoying.
I'll get after that one. Gonna rush after the scout and try to strike them with his scepter. Miss with that. And he's going to bark orders one more time. Within 30 feet. So he should still have that. Able to be placed. There we go. And there we go. On you too, as he's still shouting around the corner there. Kiba, feeling pretty rough. 1 HP, but alive.
Sure am. As much as I would love to get moved to a flanking position, I feel like I'd be better off spending that move action instead on as a healing action. Just for a tiny bit of security, just in case. So, is there an action to stand or just remove the thing?
You just remove it. You just tell me what action to stand.
Yeah, I'm gonna stand. Yeah, of course. And yeah, because I don't imagine fighting with a glaive is gonna be very effective on the ground.
Not really. Then you land hands on yourself, 6 HP there.
And let's see if I can get off a strike on Tartuk.
Mm-hmm. Will unfortunately be a miss there as you strike over top of the arm.
So that's where all of our bad rolls went.
You have been really irritating.
Turns.
You're one to talk.
He takes a step back here
Oh.
and then tries to
No.
cast a spell upon Giraffe. As you feel sort of this pain beginning to rack your body from nowhere, I need a will save, Giraffe.
Why that save?
Because he thinks that you're a dumb fighter.
He's
But
wrong.
with a really good roll there, you do succeed at the very least. So you're only going to take the full initial damage, which was 4 there.
Is this
Or wait, no, it didn't roll it
Glimpsable?
correctly.
Target damages ally? Okay.
Yeah, you can glimpse that. Put it down to 0.
Stupefy.
Well,
Unless he...
they're just going to accept it.
Okay.
Oh, woe is me. I don't care. Whatever.
Doesn't mean
As
it.
stupid as you
Can I-
look.
Sorry, Yor?
Don't let him away.
He doesn't mean it. Kill him.
Mine.
So, Taranth. What you do?
Well, there's only like one thing I can do at this point, and that is more zapping.
Yeah, ready.
You've been doing a lot of consistent damage this session, though, yeah.
They still succeed on a 18 there. Their reflex is really high. Or on the,
I use reach spell to actually do that, so that's my turn.
well, remember, they take half damage still. Which is something. Can always make the difference. 3 there to them as they avoid most of the blow. That'll be your turn. We go back to the top with Gaz.
Business as usual. Grapple.
Attempting, but failing to get a hold of them.
Gosh dang it. Followed by punching.
Sure. Quick punch out, and again, glances off of that armor that they made. That magical force.
I will Tampa now, actually.
Okay,
This time for real, and I'll go for the armor.
alrighty. 18 against their reflex, right?
Oh no.
Yep.
I'm not gonna cut it.
This is this.
Not enough to make it a crit fail, but certainly just not able to reach into them, and they avoid much of the tampering. So, that being the case, we go to this scout who is still sort of rushing back here. They are going to take a quick cheap shot at Chief Sootscale.
You're always bad. Bad chieftain.
They're going to hit Chief Sootscale with that. for a total of 9 damage. Chief Sootscale's not looking great. They then drop the crossbow, draw a short sword, and strike as their third. Drop is, of course, a free action. But they will miss the short sword strike. Yarm, back to you.
Alright. Yarm is going to use his tail toxin to poison one of Giraffe's weapons, Mambalay or Main Gouge.
Mambalay.
Alright.
Poisons the Mambalay.
Thank you.
Let's see, tail toxin. Jesus Christ.
We're gonna put these things on the macro bar if you're gonna use them often.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be in my feats, but it's not.
It should
There you
be...
go.
Yeah.
Actions, yeah.
Either way, 2 persistent poison if he hits.
Yes. And then Yarm is going to take a few steps, stride over here, and then he's going to go ahead and fish for a nat 20 as he tries to follow Gaz's example and grapple Tartuk.
Okay.
Oh my god.
There's a very good chance you critically
nat
fail.
20 action. Yeah.
Which it is
Oh,
going to be a
close.
critically fail. You fall to the ground prone.
Oh
That's
no!
fine. It's not like he can do anything about that.
Okay.
I understand.
Giraffe.
Step. Can I stand there?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, I don't want to be there. I want to be here because of Marshall's aura.
Okay.
What does Marshall's aura even apply to?
It only applies to fear right now.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna double strike.
Alright.
Hope I hit with this poisoned weapon.
Not so.
I do not.
Slinging around with the main gush. Trying to
And the other?
overwhelm their defenses. This will be a hit. Strike in for another 6. There.
And we're getting closer, but that's my turn.
Alright. Chief Sootscale going to try to strike at this kobold scout.
You betray what we are.
Going to hit. 6 damage there. Gonna go for another club strike. Will miss on this strike, unfortunately, as this scout is pretty dexterous. As third action, Chief Sootscale will bark orders back at the 2 kobolds. +1, +1. Alright, that'll be his turn. Kiba, back up.
Yeah. I'll try to move in to try to cut Tartuk off a little.
Hmm?
Oh, I can't. This'll do.
Alrighty.
I don't. Wait.
What's the problem?
Oh, geez. What if I instead...
Teltox is just a picture of Yarn.
instead use 2 move actions to get here.
Okay. Just go around there, trying to help Chief Sootscale, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't have a heal ready, but I can at least get an attack.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe with any luck I'll crit.
At the very least, unfortunately, that's going to be a miss still.
Oh my god.
The scout's pretty
That is
fast.
very high.
Parent at the back while the party files into a hallway.
So, we now go to Tartuk.
I will not be cornered by you idiots.
He's going to try to... Yeah, he's going to try to cast a spell. He has no other way to do this.
Strike.
Alright.
Opportunity. Oh, I love this. Gonna poison him one way or another.
This will be a definite hit. Roll
A
the
regular or a
damage.
crit?
Just a regular hit. Not weak like those gremlins are. So you deal 6 damage to them. Are you sure you did... yeah, that is the
Yeah, it was
level.
on the Mombly.
Then persistent poison damage equal to your level. I have to do that manually because it doesn't automatically increase it. Poison. Alright. So it bleeds into them, poison somewhat there. As you strike in, but it's not a crit, so they're able to still get the spell off. As their form splits and mirror images begin to appear around them, they are going to be much tougher to hit. Now just try! And they're going to use their third action to stride through and past you guys here. Going back to the center of the room there, giving them more options. I am the true ruler of these kobolds. Parent, as he rushes towards you, what do you do?
I am
Sticks
reading
at 2
mirror
damage.
image. 1 second.
Basically, when you attack, any attack action sort of like,
Oh yeah.
for the purpose of electric arc, wouldn't affect him. Or wouldn't be effective. Wouldn't stop electric arc, I should say.
So even if you miss the guy, if your attack is too low, would it still hit a illusion?
Yes. So if you miss, it still hits one of the illusions. It only doesn't hit any illusions if you critically miss. So you can start whittling it down pretty easily.
These kobolds.
Well, I imagine Parenthus probably has some knowledge of the spell, being a spellcaster, potentially.
Like, man, I wish I could cast that.
I wish I could cast that. He is going to step up, and he is going to make a pair of strikes against him.
Okay.
The situation is dire, but the spellcaster is moving up to do melee attacks.
12 is a
I
critical
mean, it is a
failure.
pretty awesome.
And this is also a critical failure, as
Oh,
just too low and not enough to get past their mage armor there, because that's 12. Because of that mage armor, the 12 would have not been a critical. Either way. You just don't do anything. You can't get into him. You can't get his strikes in. Gaz, as he rushes off, what do you do?
Oi, get back here.
you can delay until I clear out some mirror images if you'd like.
Nah, I'll just
Okay.
about grapple.
Okay, I have to roll a recovery check real quickly. They're fine.
There
Natural
we
20
go.
on the grapple, so... let me see. This is an attack traded thing, but since you critically succeeded, you sort of grappled into him anyway. Otherwise, it would have had to check for one of the mirror images. And with a critical success on that, he is also restrained as you sort of grab him in some of your like gears there and all of that. He can't really do much when he's restrained like so.
Gotcha now. You're staying with me. And he is going to awkwardly like use his one free hand to maneuver his machinery and strike.
Hold on. I'm reading something about mirror image. If an attack roll is a critical success and would hit one of the images is destroyed. So I still have to roll it to see if it does destroy an image. 1d4, a 4 and a 1d4. You have to roll a 1 on d4 to get like a success here. So it does destroy one of the images, but it does make this a regular success, not a critical success.
Oh no.
But they're still grappled, of course.
Well, that's something.
But yeah, go for your strike.
Strike with multi-attack penalty.
Mm-hmm. 5 of dice isn't gonna do much. Then we do go to the scout there, who has a short sword out, is going to try to take out Chief Sootscale. 10 of the dice, unfortunately does hit Chief Sootscale. 3 damage to him is exactly as well, won't be.
0.
0, they just give up on it. They're gonna go for a second strike.
Stop getting in the way. It's justice.
They're going to try to hit. They do hit again on the multiple attack penalty. 8 is going to put him down. He looks between himself and you guys. He picks up the crossbow as his third action. Yarm.
You fool.
Yarm. Chief. Yarm focuses on trying to still clear out Turtuk and uses his hand crossbow to try at least take out one image.
Okay.
Why do I have a minus?
You're prone.
That's because, yeah, I'm prone. Right, he stands up first.
Sure.
And then he, there we go, I'll put it. Prone. And then he goes ahead and shoots at Tartuk.
Sure thing. That'll be a miss regularly, so it does hit one of the images.
Wonderful. Then he uses his last action. Yeah, his last action to stride down here to hopefully provide flanking in the future for our dear friend Giraffe.
You.
Alright.
Already flat-footed.
If they escape,
Okay.
of course.
Yeah.
Either way, it does destroy... 2 images have been destroyed so far, so he has only 1 image and then 1 self. So it's a 50-50, whether your strikes hit him or an image. Giraffe, your turn.
Gonna move over to the other side of the arm.
Sure.
And double slice.
Alrighty.
Can't lose a 50-50 if you do it 2 times.
Quick strike in there, natural 1.
Never mind.
Yes. Yes, you can.
Don't,
Just goes
don't
straight
touch-
wide.
I'm sorry.
Shut up. Shut up. I don't mean to be rude, but just stop.
Go for the other strike. 3 of the dice. Will be a miss. Let's
The last
see.
image.
But that should take care of the last image.
It
if
does.
hits it.
So the image goes away, but didn't do much there as you sort of stumbled at the last moment there trying to make those strikes. We're gonna go to Chief Sootscale. He should actually be before the scout, so not right now.
Skiba.
So we go to Kiba, and then I move him. There we go. Kiba, what do you do?
Unfortunately, I have nothing for the chief right now, but I can at least try to channel some of this anger into taking this guy out, try to demoralize him.
Alrighty. That is, let me see here. That's a failure.
Strike.
Quick strike over at them. This time you certainly hit. Glaive slicing through, stabbing through the hole here. 4, 10 damage to that Kobold Scout, so they're looking pretty rough now.
He's not even one of you, you fool. Let's continue to strike.
Alright. 3 on the dice.
Poorly.
Stumble forward, getting caught in the narrow space there with the glaive. We're gonna go now to Tortuk. Alright, so that's that gone. That's that gone. I am getting really tired of you. They're going to turn towards Gaz and try to cast one more time this spell. Phantom Pain.
Attack of opportunity.
Attack of opportunity.
You're able to cast it through the grapple, but Giraffe, yeah, you get an attack of opportunity. Gonna miss there. Will save, Gaz.
Well, good thing I'm very headstrong.
That is 20 DC. Their DC is, though, higher than that. This will be a failure. Damage is going to be that. If you just hit the damage button, it'll give you the 9 damage flat and then the persistent 2d4. As you are racked with this illusory pain, you're not sure how long you can keep up with that. As their third action, they will cast Shield as verbal, so they can easily get it off. Now all I have to do is wait for you to die. Parent. They do keep taking this damage as well from the
Look,
poison.
we'll win eventually. We just have to wait 16 more turns.
Parent.
An electric Arkham.
Rounds.
Alright, quickly doing that. Blasting off a electrical arc. That'll be a 6, I mean, them failing, so they take full damage. 8
Nice.
there.
Oh,
They're looking
6
rough.
damage.
My last action, I'm gonna try to bite them.
Okay. Biting out with your jaws, natural 20 will be a crit against them. 12 damage there. They are going to use their shield
Max
spell.
damage twice.
They are going to use the shield spell to absorb 5 of that, but you do sort of break through the shield and still deal 7 damage to them.
Alright, well,
There we go.
I'm okay with that.
Why would it absorb 10? No, that's wrong.
Wow, maybe dragons do deserve to be worshipped.
That'll be your turn as you bite harshly into them, doing a lot.
These kobolds.
No.
Gaz, you're feeling pretty rough.
Gaz is like sort of clutching his head as he's still trying to keep one hand on Tartuk. Gentlemen, I want to apologize in advance, but I really have to do this now.
Don't you dare.
I'm sorry.
No.
Yes. I
Don't
just
you dare.
need to take him out at this point. We're going to explode.
Alright, I'll roll his reflex. You guys roll your reflexes as well.
Boy.
He gets
Oh,
a critical
goddammit.
success. 27 total is exactly his critical success threshold. So he ducks at the last moment there, realizing what's going on. Your allies, not doing as well. Both of them, well, Giraffe failing, Yarm succeeding. So Giraffe, you take 8 damage, Yarm
Why?
takes 4.
Of all the times.
You suck.
Why do I
You
roll
can't.
so terribly?
Just stop using explode when your allies are in range.
You
Well, I
do,
would have been a kill on him at this point.
you do have one more action, but keep in mind that you have to use an action to maintain your grapple, and you have to make the check again.
Yeah, I'm maintaining the grapple.
Alrighty.
I keep holding on to you even if it kills me.
Well, keep doing it then.
As a failure, you're not able to grapple them, but at least not a critical failure. So it goes away there at the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, you do take 4 damage there, and I do need you to roll that recovery check in the chat, as that mental pain is still racking you there. And you're just not able to get rid of it. DC is 15 on those. Chief Sootscale is down. He does need to make a death save. Yeah, that's certainly a success, so he's fine.
Oh, thank God.
He'll be stabilized, but not unconscious, or he won't be conscious. Either way,
Now to find out if I go down.
this scout is going to reload, fire at Kiba,
Oh, thank
and
goodness.
miss as you sort of swing the glaive out in front of you for like a desperate defense. There, it shings off of the glaive.
You're too fast, but I am faster.
They're going to run down the hall to the south, out of sight. Yarm, as you're trying to take out Tartuk here, what do you do?
Yarm delays until after Giraffe's turn.
Alright, so we're gonna go to Giraffe, and we'll have you moved.
Bite. Well, not bite. Slice, then likely bite.
Alrighty. Quickly slicing into them,
Blade.
trying to take them out. 18 on the dice. Not a crit because their mage armor still being up, but
Ah.
a hit nonetheless. Another 7.
Rach, you need to find a way to get rid of this stupid spell.
Barely holding on here.
Can't believe he didn't sneak into the
Hey,
into
you're getting
the
real
mines earlier to counterspell it when it was being cast.
You sign 30, we get a hero point.
You don't get hero points at
No.
the end.
Oh, okay.
It's only for the
25
first.
hit?
That does certainly hit. Roll the damage. So you slash into one side and then stab around through the other. 8 damage is enough to put them to 0 as you just bear into them here. They fall to the ground, dying. Well, actually, do you kill them?
Yeah.
Okay, stabbing it straight into their chest there, and almost as immediately as you do, you see something strange happen before your eyes. A turn in their shape as you see not Tartuk, but Tartuccio fallen before you.
It's this little bastard.
Oh, hey,
What?
go.
But he is dead. And Kiba, You hear the pattering of the kobold's feet down the hallway here. They don't seem to be, well, wanting to stay around any longer. They probably just are running around or running to escape. So what in the combat there?
Then I'll try to bring the chief closer to everybody else.
Now ready. You can drag him over. So, with Tartuk, but really Tartuccio, killed, his plans perhaps to take over this kobold tribe ended a little bit early. Yarm sort of dealing with him early on, not realizing the ruse that they had planted, not even recognizing them at the gathering at the Aldori Manor. Seems like it was him the whole time.
My sharp tooth. If only I'd known. You should have left him to burn in that manner.
Him. I could tell that he wasn't one of the kobolds. There was something odd about him, the way he talked about the kobolds. I didn't know who it was.
I knew his annoying voice sounded really, really familiar. I never expected it to be him, though.
The chief is stable for now. Yarm,
Oh yes,
I believe you can save him.
Yarm ambles over, and quick alchemy is a elixir of life, and gingerly administers it to the chief.
As you are administering it to them, you see their eyes flutter as they begin to awaken there and look around, but at this point, we'll have to see the aftermath of this next session, being a bit over time. But yeah, that'll be the end of episode 6.
Friggin' Micmac.
He's still alive. He was dying and then he recovered, so he's okay.
Stabilized, yeah.
Micmac is alive?
Yeah.
Yes,
Alive.
Oh, I thought he was dead.
Oh, thanks,
he's an
gods.
ally, so he gets unconscious mechanics privilege.
I thought he was just dead. I was like heart torn there. Like, I was poor little guy.
So
Seems like-
this gnome was a wizard. Does he have a spell book? We'll figure that out next time, though.
We'll figure that
I
out
have
next
my
time.
priorities, okay?
He doesn't want a magic missile. That's one thing.
Yeah, we'll deal with the loot and all that next time. So, that being said, is there any, why is there double audio? Let me just, stop that. Where the hell did that happen? There we go, okay. Either way, that's all for me. Actually, let me say that, my maps, all the maps you guys are seeing, that's play the game on, they're on my Patreon. So if you want to get them, most of them are free because I can't sell remakes of Paizo's maps, but I can sell what I add to it. So I add a lot of stuff for random encounters and other stuff, so if you like the maps, you can use them for anything, or you can use them, of course, for Kingmaker. You can see the little ad up top of me. Anyway, that being said, ads for everyone else. Giraffe, Kiba, I know you guys are streaming, but not streaming recently, I don't know.
I haven't been streaming. College has kept me so busy.
Mm-hmm.
Follow for tears about Micmac being alive. I just love the little guy.
And I'm Chris Kobold, streamer of adventure games, indie stuff, and occasionally retro. I had taken a couple weeks off due to health reasons, but I should be back into it on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm. So, thank you guys for watching on the stream, and this will be up on YouTube as usual on Monday. See you guys later.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.